warm greetings of the day. Very good afternoon, each and everyone present here. Charter members of TIE, associate members, student members, invitees, the TIE U finalists, TIE Next Founder participants, faculty representation from various institutes, as well as the invitees from various organizations. It's my privilege to stand here as the program anchor. I myself, Kishan G S, Student Welfare Officer at MIT Mysuru and co-chair of TIE U program Mysuru 2025. I now request to officially begin the TIE U Pitchfest 2025 Mysuru finals. I request the President of TIE Mysuru, Mr. Bhaskar Kalale sir, to deliver the welcome address and give the opening remarks.
Good afternoon. Oh, thank you so much. So that hopefully will bring back some energy. First of all, thank you so very much for coming here this afternoon on a Saturday afternoon. And I do apologize for starting a little late, but hopefully everything will be fine once you guys pick up steam. Thank you to, of course, the jury for coming in on a Saturday afternoon also, and particularly to Salma Musa for having come down all the way from Bangalore to be part of the jury. So we have Mr. Sudhanva who will be coming in late as part of the jury, but till then Dr. Dharma would be representing him. And as soon as Mr. Sudhanva comes in, Dharma would give way to him, hopefully. So all right, so a couple of things before we start. First of all, congratulations to all of the people who have reached this stage. It's an important milestone, obviously, in the journey that you have embarked on, which is wanting to be an entrepreneur. And as you realize, wanting to be an entrepreneur is a very, very long journey. It's a marathon. It is not it's not a sprint. And wanting to be a founder and wanting to be an entrepreneur is full of potholes, full of challenges. But at the end of it, not only there may be a money, but also the deep satisfaction of having created something that is very, very useful for the society and for the people. Now, when you start or stand here this evening or this afternoon, be bold and don't get nervous, right? And as I always say to people, express yourself rather than trying to impress somebody else, right? Expressing yourself, your idea, your thoughts, your process, your journey so far, and where do you want to go is a lot more important than trying to impress the jury. Because the jury is obviously been there, done that. They're very, very experienced people. They would know where the gaps are. And be willing to learn. If the jury is giving you a feedback, take that feedback and learn from it. And just because you didn't win today, for example, it doesn't mean that your idea is bad. What matters is the energy that you show, the passion that you bring in, because companies do pivot. People and companies do change course. They may be, for example, they may have started with one idea, but very soon they realize that it is not going anywhere. They actually change the idea and bring something else onto the market, which is a lot more viable and scalable and useful to people. So just because the idea that you have today is not the one that won today, it doesn't mean that your idea cannot succeed going forward or somewhere else. And remember that people sitting here are not judging you, they're judging your idea. And it is nothing personal against you guys. You guys are all young, you're full of enthusiasm, full of action, etc. Remember that it is your idea that is being judged and not you. If you fail, you have to get up and run. That's what entrepreneurs are. You have to start running. Right? So you get up, and it is not important how many times you fail, but it is more important how many times you get up and start running again. That is the real hallmark of an entrepreneur. I will leave you with one other quote that which I had read long time ago, which says, "Making mistakes is human. Making mistake is prakriti." Right? That's human. That is nature. That's how we all learn. Right? So we make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you are afraid to make mistakes, you'll never make progress. So when you make a mistake, it is Prakriti. Nobody is beyond making mistake. When you accept a mistake, it is Sanskriti. That's a culture, that's how you're brought up. And when you learn from your mistake, that is Pragati, that is progress. So learn from your mistakes, and that's what people sitting here are trying to help you. Right? So everybody is a volunteer trying to bring the best out of each one of you as an entrepreneur. So I won't take too much time, but thank you so very much. Congratulations to all of you for coming this far, and I wish you all the best, and over the next 2-3 hours, the best team win. Thank you very much.
Now I request Dr. Dharma Prasad, who is the chair of TIE Next Founders program, to introduce the audience with brief about the TIE Next Founders event.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon once more. Namagella school al muru sar madak kelidrappa. Nimge ಎಷ್ಟು sari 10 times practice anyway. Welcome all of you. Good afternoon. Good to see so many bright young kids coming here to pitch your ideas. I think most of you went to a couple of years degree to become an engineer, isn't it? If you wanted to become a doctor, you go for 5.5 years course, MBBS. You want to study science, 3 years, BSc, or you want to study some other course, fashion designing, another 2-3 years. Did any of you go to a course to become an entrepreneur? Did anybody teach you in a structured format how you can become an entrepreneur? Nobody taught you, correct? There is not many courses which actually teaches you how to become an entrepreneur, right? And that lacuna is exactly what TIE Mysuru is trying to fill in. So from TIE Mysuru, first time in the entire TIE universe, we are starting a program called Next Founders program. So the Next Founders is nothing but we pick students in second year engineering college. I think most of you are a little senior probably, right? You can tell your juniors, and then handhold them for 2 more years so that they can become an entrepreneur and sit here and pitch 2 years from now. That is the idea, that we are starting something called Next Founders so we can handhold you. And one more thing that is very important in this program is, if you want to become a doctor trains you. You want to become an engineer, the engineer trains you. You want to become an accountant trains you. But who trains to become an entrepreneur? A lot of times, professors. But in TIE Next Founders program, we are bringing in the entrepreneurs to train the future entrepreneurs. So our fellow CMs and AMs and TIE members in Mysuru and outside Mysuru will come and talk to you about different aspects of entrepreneurship. It could be finance, it could be technology, it could be market, understanding, it could be social media, it could be a lot of things that we are trying to bring in, and this is what is the program going forward. So be happy, tell your juniors to join this program under the leadership of Bhaskar and Ram. We are starting this event. I and Manju are going to be actively involved in it. So if you need any information, you are in some 3rd year, 4th year, and you want to somehow get into these sessions, let me know. We will see what we can do to make you aware of these things. Okay? Wonderful. Will you talk to your friends? And will you utilize this opportunity? That is unique, only in Mysuru. The only chapter in the entire TIE universe which is doing this. And this is going to be successful only if all of us come together. So, thank you so much. And looking forward to engage with you going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dharma Prasad, sir. Now I request the CEO of SJC STEP, the chair for TIE U 2025 Mysuru, Mr. Shiva Shankar B, to introduce the jury to the audience.
Very good afternoon. Ready to go? 3 months of all the efforts, and then 50 plus participant group. Then we are now 11 ideas and then startups. So in front of the juries. Okay, I'm not going to take much of a time. So most of you already have seen the details and aware of that. So quick brief about a little bit of the process and as well as the jury and how we are going to conclude that as well, which you already anyway knew all of it. But it's my responsibility now to introduce the jury panel and as well as the criteria which we are going to how we are going to rate that as well. So today we are supposed to be 4 juries, but unfortunately Sudhanva sir is going to be joining us a bit late. So Ravi Shankar, now named in the Mysuru startup ecosystem, having CEO and founder of EMI Consulting Bangalore, but art and soul is in Mysuru, and then operating out exclusively from the Mysuru, supporting the entire Mysuru startup ecosystem. So one of the pointed and as well as the mentored personality, 18 plus unicorns of India has been mentored by Ravi Shankar. So he's a proud Mysorean. So welcome Ravi. So round of applause. You can understand now the competition intensity. So where you can come and ask what kind of questions. So be ready for those kind of stuff. Next we have Srinivas Varadarajan, our own entrepreneur, and built one of the world's finest micro data center from Mysuru and to the world. And you will see one of the unicorns of Mysuru is going to come from the Mysuru. Maybe you're now looking for the Srinivas for that itself. So again, he started in the same campus. Vigyan Lab started in same campus step, and then he's all the way now up building a technology business from Mysuru. One of the fabulous company to work and as well as the amount of innovations you can understand how they have built is itself is mind blowing. So once again, welcome Srinivas Varadarajan. Now we have Salma. Salma is on the way of supporting a startup, various levels, and considering our expertise in growth stage and taking that from one level to the different level with the investment is in itself is quite interesting, and our love towards the Mysuru and also the entrepreneurs here. You've seen that even though she is from the Bangalore, but she is part of the TiE Mysuru now, and she is now supporting and encouraging and mentoring quite a number of student startup and as well as the early stage startups. So all the way from the Bangalore. So Salma, we welcome you, and thank you very much for gracing the occasions. I'll take this opportunity to acknowledge and for the support by all the partners and as well as the to make this event happen. First and foremost, all the charter members and AMs, and exclusively also the mentors from the TiE community. I recognize and acknowledge their time and expertise. Some of you have an opportunity to interact with them, learn from them, and also not only learning, but also beating as well. So it is not that we are making a sophisticated box for you, but it is a part and parcel of that. So in a way, so good, one round of applause for all the the TiE community, which they have put their efforts beyond this particular event itself. The second in the line, so I recognize the support which is extended by JSS Science and Technology University to make this facility, and through the IRI, Vice Chancellor of JSS Science and Technology University, Registrar, and the Director of Technical Education Division, JSS Mahavidyapita. So thank you very much for the support for all the representatives as well. And I'll also extend my consideration and also the support of Dr. Banerjee Center of Excellence, this particular new facility in a campus. CEO Vasudeva Rao is here, right? So thank you for your support, sir. And I know in the last few days we are behind you, getting all the approvals, required for this particular facility to be utilized. So thanks for your patience and also acknowledging our request as well. And also we have representation from other association from Mysuru. I can see YA representation, Raksha is here, and also other investment firms back here. So this is a TiE U for all of you. In simple an opportunity, a platform for you to take that next step which is required to make your dream a realization. And whatever happens on the stage, or maybe over wins, over lose, does not matter. I think even in day for yesterday call also I mentioned that take this stage as one of the an opportunity to put out your interests or ideas and business so that get validated first. Whoever wins, whoever lose, does not matter. Whoever wins, whatever the cash prize comes, it is a seed fund. It is a seed money for your own opportunity. It's just not go and do the partying into that. Consider it as a seed fund for your own venture. That's a small amount. It can be 20,000 to lakh rupees. And go back and ask for the fund wherever you can. That's the recognitions you can always choose to come and present your ideas and the business things to the juries. So set of assessment criteria is always going to be there. And we have 3 layers for that particular purposes. That's why we did not mix with idea stage with traction stage and like in a prototype stage with idea stage. So we are given that opportunity where we can compete it only at that level, right? So the only at the traction or revenue stage will get further opportunity with TIE Global and also the further nurture program. It will be continuous program. However, the rest of all of you will have opportunity to continue with institutional engagement with the TIE Mysuru, where you will continuously get support and mentorship throughout your journey in this aspect. So nothing stops here. So that's the guarantee I can assure you. It is a continuous journey from here onwards. So with that, I wish you all the best, each one of you. Take your time. When I say take your time, 7 + 1 minute. Bang on. 7 + 1, bang on. Right? We need another 8 minutes from juries. So I also request juries also 2 questions, 1 feedback. No more than 2 questions, no more feedbacks. So considering the time, and also you can always extend the feedbacks and things later, but 2 questions and 1 feedback where we are limiting that. So with that, I allow the floor to open for the gala party now.
Thank you so much, sir. To add to what Shiv sir said, I have 2 points. Being the professor, I know how it takes it for the presentation. And to all the finalists, please keep 2 things in mind. You are not presenting your any project ideas in front of your faculties. Point number 1. Point number 2, please don't keep yourself as engineers. Believe that you are futurepreneurs. You are the entrepreneurs from the Mysuru ecosystem. So please have those particular belief in you, and may the best possible attitude as a team come out here on the dais, and you deliver whatever you have prepared, whatever you have done for so long, time with U Mysuru. Now we are heading with the first stage, the idea stage. I request the team Nexora. Put your hands together in welcoming team Nexora. The team Nexora is representing GSS Institute of Engineering and Technology for Women in Mysuru. Team headed by Ms. Pallak Santosh Dunung and co.
Everyone, I am Manya from Team Nexora. Before we begin, let's start with a story. During 1853 gold rush, there were thousands of people who were chasing gold. But Levi Strauss saw a smarter opportunity, where gold miners needed durable clothing. So he created Levi's jeans, solving a real problem and creating lasting impact. Nexora is doing the same for agriculture. We are not just following trends, but we are building tools for farmers to succeed with AI-driven insights, expert guidance, and reliable sources. So we are the Levi's jeans for agri-tech. Coming to the problem statement, farmers and foodpreneurs are the backbone of Indian economy. Despite being the backbone of Indian economy, they lack trustworthy tools and transparency. So here we are trying to solve the problem. Firstly, they lose pricing power to middlemen, and they have very limited access to financial tools and modern technologies. And they face barriers of entering to premium and export markets. So that's the core problem what Nexora is trying to solve. So next, coming to Coming to the solution, Nexora is a farmer's first SaaS platform, encouraging the farmers to build their sources. So firstly, Turant, an instant deal feature. Next, prescriptive farming assistance. Then comes weather alerts and risk management, and data-driven transparency, stronger yields and better incomes. And connecting farmers and foodpreneurs matchmaking. Here, the farmers get directly access to food brands and processors. Next comes services. So the first service is farm management suite. Here, the farmers can plan their crop cycle. They get instant alerts on weathers, and they get instant alerts on crop destructions, and which make them plan a stronger yield. Next is decisions and support analytics. Here we use AI and real-time market data to provide better information for farmers to become more reliable. Next come collaboration platforms, connecting the communities like farmers, foodpreneurs, and agri-businesses, so they can form communities based on their crop and their geography. Lastly, business plan recommendations. Here we provide financial tools, funding options, and better research certificates to help small-scale farmers to grow. Mainly, these are all based on regional language, which becomes easier for farmers to understand. Coming to the market study, we mainly focus on two key aspects, that is D2C and B2B. D2C is farmers to consumers. Literate and smartphone-using farmers who want high profits and who want to enter the market without the middleman come under D2C. B2B, enterprises and institutions like banks, FPOs, MFIs, government bodies come under B2B. Here we act like a bridge connecting these two worlds in a unified platform. So, coming to the current agri-space tech, we have players like Hyperpure, NinjaCart, Dehat, and AgroStar, which are looking into the logistics and inputs like fertilizers, seeds. But none of them are combining all the features what farmer truly needs. That's where Nexora stands apart. Nexora is building a platform with prescriptive farming support, AI-driven insights, collaboration opportunities, and trustworthy value. So now that wraps up my part. I'll continue to Iram.
Coming to the market size, the opportunity we have, it is massive. So basically we have 150 million farmers across India, and that will be our TAM. And out of these will be 60 million farmers who already have smartphones and internet access, and that will be our SAM. For our SOM, we plan to onboard first 5 lakh farmers through regional campaigns. How do we make this sustainable? So basically our model stands on 3 revenue pillars. So basically first being the freemium subscription. So for this we basically have advanced features, and next we have the transaction commissions on deals between farmers and foodpreneurs, which is 2 to 5%. And for the next thing we have the institutional partnerships like FPOs, NGOs, and fintechs, agri-fintechs. Next, talking about our projections, our risk management. Basically, our strategy is that every farmer onboarded isn't just a customer. They add value to our data value to our platform, and all the business partners, they help multiply the platform's revenue. And for the next thing, the risks like farmer onboarding and data accuracy, they are taken care of by the FPOs and partnerships. And about the API validation, they're taken care of by the satellite data. Our model is basically an asset-light SaaS model, so our margins grow fast. And our projections show that our gross margins exceed by 60% post-scaling. And for our investors, they gain an early equity in rapidly expanding agri-data economy. Once we cross the 1 lakh active user base, we have projected that our returns exceed, they cross 3x returns. And now, talking about our financials, so basically we've divided our numbers into 2 seasons per year. In the first year, we plan to onboard 2,000 farmers, and each farmer pays a subscription of 250 rupees, and we also take a commission of 2 to 5%. And for the year 1, we have a revenue of 31 lakhs, and for the year 2, we plan to expand it to 10,000 farmers, and it comes up to 2.3 crores. And for talking about our expenditure, our costs go mainly on the marketing, the farmer onboarding, and the infrastructure. And there we have the cost is about 57 lakhs. So giving us a net deficit of 25 lakhs. But in the year 2, our platform gains stability. So we have 1.5 crore surplus in the next year. Now, talking about our recognition, we've actually we've taken part in many startup and innovation programs, validating that Nexora isn't just an idea, but a credible, scalable solution. Now, our team members, we are Team Nexora on a mission to redefine the agri-tech space for millions. Right now, we're working on a prototype, and we're also doing our market research with some of our members doing their market research in China. So they couldn't make it today. And yeah, we also have a small glimpse of our prototype. Thank you for your time. Reach us at nexorastep@gmail.com, and we are now open to questions.
What you have projected it here, okay? From weather to warehousing to crop loans to, finally market access. It's a vertically integrated system. It may not be available everywhere, but it is fairly evolved. And in today's time and age where you are using AI in order to create something, it is foolish not to build something on something that already exists. It is foolish to build something ground up, okay? I was hoping to see names here like SkyMet, how you will use their API, like a Bharat Agri, like a Bijak, like a Gramophone, and I'm just, ranting out names from top of my mind. There are, 15, 20 such names who are doing the kind of stuff that you are proposing to do, and, you don't seem to have taken them into consideration. The names that you put out there as competition, I'm not even sure for the kind of stuff that you are doing, whether they even qualify as competition. So before you embark on a journey like this, my feedback is research, 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 okay? Find what already exists and then try to build what you want to build on top of that rather than trying to reinvent the wheel.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. One question. I saw the UI in English, but if you look at today, majority of the farm community use local native language, right?
Yes, sir.
And maybe you should just use, in the way the world is changing is, I didn't see, I saw English, right? I don't know how many farmers in this region can understand English, right?
So we are providing a regional support.
Hi, good presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hats off to you guys. I know what it takes to go on stage and present, so very proud of you guys. So first, I'll also, like Ravi, go with feedback first, and then a couple of questions. Quick feedback is, be more yourself. Like, imagine if you are one of the farmers. How would you see this platform? You always remember, building a business is seeing the solution from the customer's side. The point of view, the vantage point should be from the customer, not from your vantage point of view. Because you are just building the business. Business is nothing without the customers biting into it. So always your presentation should be from the point of view from the customers, because they are the one who's going to make your business into a business. Now my questions, just very quick, simple questions. Creating a website is not the answer to your solution. How many farmers did you meet in the last 3 months? Like you literally went out to the campus, met with farmers, sat in their homes, understood their challenges, asked them what tools they use now, how are they evaluating your crops, how much are they paying? Because I know customers, the farmers, if they produce 1 lakh worth crops, they only get 15,000 rupees in their pocket.
Yes, ma'am. We interacted with few farmers.
How many?
Like 10 to 12 farmers.
So then why were the pictures not on the presentation? Rather than a website, if you would have put pictures of you interacting with farmers, that was more credible for your presentation.
We'll try to improve it next time.
Thank you. If you do get selected, and even if you don't, make sure that that is represented. Second thing, you say that you're going to acquire 500 farmers in the season 1, but I didn't see one go-to-market strategy in your presentation. How are you going to acquire that 500? Do you know what means 500? How many per day farmers would you have to bring on your platform? How many? Divide it. 500 into a season. How many days in a season? Do you know these? Because this is what is going to be the difference between a plan versus execution. These questions are for you to give a thought. Reconsider this. Look at it from a project. As your professor said, this is not a project. This is actual business. Yeah? Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
But along with the feedback, I am really amazed to see you people talking in crores, where we are not even earning in lakhs, but people are already ready to, speak about crores. Good to go. The second team for the day, Team Utilicore, headed by Ms. Sneha Pradeep. Please put your hands together, guys. We are here to cheer the futurepreneurs. The more you clap, you will get the same when you are here on the dais.
I'll start with a recent incident. We met a college senior called Ananya, and she works in a mid-sized IT firm in Bangalore, and she was benched for nearly 2 months now after completing one of her projects. And despite she being very proficient in Python and cloud deployment, she wasn't visible to the HRs and to the project managers. And because of this, the company hired externally contractors, which costed the company about 35 lakh rupees additionally. She could have easily fitted into that role, but still the company had to spend extra 35 lakh rupees. So this is one of the major drawbacks of the bench management system. And so we started our startup Utilicore, a smart bench management system. I am Kushi and my teammates are Sneha, Srushti and Ranjan. Starting with the problem statement, so the SMB IT companies are facing a huge problem. They are wasting 8 to 12% of their billable hours due to poor bench management system. And these companies cannot afford a high expensive management tool, so they are still working on the spreadsheets, and they are manually making the spreadsheets, which is wasting a lot of time, and it is not providing live tracking systems. So according to Gartner's report 2024, it showed that the global IT industry is annually facing a $30 billion loss. And so this is a huge problem, and we are trying to solve it with our company Utilicore.
The solution Utilicore is a smart automated light bench management system. So think of it as a smart web-based platform where it acts as a brain for your entire talent allocation process. We are here to help IT firms deploy and manage their talent. The goal is simple. It is to reduce the idle time being spent and to boost your return on investment with your current workforce. We plan to do this in 3 ways. real-time visibility where you'll know who are the available people who are ready to work, and smart skill to project matching with our smart automated process. Predictive bench forecasting, so you know who are the people who are going to be benched, so you can maybe look after those things. What makes us unique is that our talent automation process is not only managing people, but the entire talent allocation process. We have an integrated plug-and-play system which helps us prevent three major things. External hiring is reduced, it cuts costs and streamlines team management. Through this, not only is our solution cost effective, it's more efficient and saves time.
Let me walk you through the employee bench life cycle. Basically, when a project is done, the employee goes to a bench this thing. So their profile goes to the HR and the HR's team, and their profile, now a skill graph is made where it shows the skills that they have and the projects that they've worked on before. After this, their profile is sent to the, so now when you search their profile, it can be seen by project managers and HRs. So now when a new project requirement comes, our automated integration tries to match these profiles with the requirements. If the profile gets matched, then they get to work on the new project, and their profile is removed from the search bars and search histories. If they don't get placed, and if the employee is benched for more than a threshold period of time, then we provide them a service where they can learn skills that they can use in the upcoming projects that come, so that they can come out of the bench system. Moving to the target market. Our target market is IT firms, SMBs that have 50 to 500 employees. Pilot programs show that we can fasten the recruitment system by 15 to 20%. And NASSCOM shows that 72% of SMBs do not have their own internal mobile development system. We plan on beginning with local tech startups and SMBs, moving on to small, medium-sized companies, and then multi-billion-dollar global talent management. This table shows competitive analysis with our direct competitors, them being Prism First, Fuel 50, and Talent Guard. As you can see, we can tick on most of the things, and a little, the 2 to 3 points that can be feasible in the near future.
Coming to the business model, the way we approach financial matters are of threefold. The one thing is a free trial individual plan. We'll allow them to get a free trials of 30 days. For a company, let's say of 100 people, have 10 people that are benched. So if there are 10 or less people, we'll allow them for a 30-day free trial for them to get the services and give us feedback. And let's say there are an odd number of employees which don't fit in our subscription plan. We can give them an individual plan which works of $4 per employee. Coming to the smart credit system, which is also a differentiating factor from our direct competitors. What we do is every time the number of employees are given up for the subscription, per employee we give a single credit, and when the credit amounts up to 200, we give them 10% off from the next subscription. So these are our subscription plans. Coming to the key metrics that we will achieve in the end of 26, it's going to be projected ARR of 250K and a gross margin of healthy 70%, a customer acquisition cost of $350 with a customer lifetime value of $1,500, which gives us a healthy ratio of 4.3 to 1% of 1 of LTV to CSE ratio. Coming to our milestones and the way we approach the market in order to establish ourselves, the first year we'll be finding our footing in the market. So we'll be developing our MVP and giving them the beta version of our app so that they use it and get our facilities and give us feedback. So this will be the first 6 months of our program, where we plan to acquire around 25 paying customers. And at the end of year 1, we are going to be looking at around 100K of ARR. At year 2, we are going to be launching in tier 1 and tier 2 cities in installments. Let's say we launch in tier 1 in the first 6 months, and based on that feedback and based on what is required in tier 2, we launch subsequently in the year 2. We integrate with tools like Zoho, Jira, and Slack, which are already being used in IT companies but are not integrated well enough, which will amount our ARR to $250,000 with a gross margin of 70%. And the year 5 is vision, where we try to launch to Southeast Asia rather than going to the West, because Southeast Asia also has this problem of small and mid-sized companies. And then coming to the ask, we are going to be asking you for $250,000, of which 50% will be going to product and engineering, 30% of which will be going to sales and marketing, and 20% of which will be going to operations and admin. This is my team. Sneha Pradeep R is the CEO, Shrishti S. Patil is the CTO, myself, Ranjan, is the CFO, and Kushi NG will be the CMO. So this is what it would look like. Though we don't have a prototype, this is what we have envisioned to look at as like, and in the coming days, we'll make it more better and useful. Thank you. We just want to end with one thing as a team.
Neither a question nor a feedback, but a doubt, so that I'm allowed to say 2-3 things. One, I'm wondering about the outsourceability of something like this, whether companies actually outsource something like this, and even if they do, you know, to what extent, kind of thing, and especially small and medium-sized businesses. The reason I'm saying small and medium-sized businesses is because they are very, very acutely aware of cost centers, okay? And employees being on a bench is cost, and it's burning. So I'm worried about it, and I'm, you know, readily waiting to deploy them somewhere. And if I'm so distracted by the wonderful business that I'm doing that I'm okay with these people being on the bench even if they are not being utilized, I think that's a good problem to have. So my business is doing so well that I'm not worried about this. So, I mean, how relevant it is for small-sized businesses who are acutely conscious of their costs is the thing that I am worrying about. And the third is, you know, this makes a lot of HR professionals within these organizations redundant, because that is what they are supposed to be worrying about, and whether that will lead to them sort of resisting a solution like this, even if something like this exists. So I'm wondering if you have any comments to offer, you can, otherwise.
So the first question that you said about the mid-sized companies, are they even worrying about people on the bench? Because the line of, it's a very small line for them, small margin of error. So the one thing is, even if there are people on bench in mid-sized companies, it is mostly likely that they are for a smaller period of times. We just don't want them to go idle. We just don't want the manpower to go idle. So if that's...
Yeah. Okay, a couple of things, okay? Just second what he said, okay? So I just looked at product pricing. I don't know what is the basis for $99.
Sir?
No, $99 per person, right? Per month, your pricing?
$99 for 25 people.
25.
Less than or equal to 25, yes.
So I think you are looking at Indians put in rupees, right? Okay. What is the basis for your pricing?
Sir, we have competitors known as Prism Force and Fuel 50. So what they do is, in their individual plan, they give $9 or $15 per person. So since we are targeting small and medium-sized companies and they have no room for errors and cost wastage, we are going for $4 per person. So if, let's say, a person gets a project in the first of the month itself, which is regarded as a success for our application, and he gets relieved from that project after 15 days. So for a normal person, that is considered as unsuccessful, because 15 days of work and 15 days of not work. So what we do is, since we are giving them credits, just because we've used that employee, we have asked that employee to get the work, that credits can be used for discount also. So the credits that they get can be used for future discounts also.
So what does it cost for you to offer $99? Right? See, what is competition is one thing. How much does it cost for you to offer that, $99, right?
Sir, 400 rupees per person to get, like, for an employee for us to pay. Yes.
Employee pays us 400. The employee pays us 400 rupees. In rupees, if you're asking.
Employee pays?
Yes. Per employee, 400 rupees.
490 rupees per month? Your cost for you?
Yes.
Okay.
If you look at it in a larger scale, it really is efficient for a company when it's more than 10 or, when there are a lot of companies, a lot of employees on the bench, the 400 sums up to a reasonable amount.
No, it's not. See, I'm not looking at the cost of the company. For you as a vendor, right? So a SaaS provider vendor, how much cost? For example, you have infrastructure cost, right? You have R&D cost, people cost, support cost, right? What is cost for you to deliver this service, right?
Costs
for you,
we
yeah,
bear
that's right,
in order to
deliver that, yes.
Provide them service.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, the main part of it is, we don't know the exact numbers and we'll work on it, that's for sure. But the main costs consists of, one is people that are working for us, second of which was technical aspects, that is deployment, which will cost a lot, Amazon Web Services and so on. And third one is security and encryption, that will also cost us a fair bit.
Yeah, see, the costing is decided by your cost. See, the market price of a product is decided by what cost you incur, competition, right? You need to do that.
Yes,
you can't put a price without knowing what it costs, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the sheet and change the number for the team, because one of the very first quality hats off to you, I would have clapped because I've got the mic in my hand. I can't do that. You said you do not know. That's a very big quality for an entrepreneur, to accept that you do not know and you will look at it. So hats off to you and a very big round of applause for you. So that's a good one. Yeah. Quick thing, first feedback, is that your market profiling, your target group profiling is very huge. Please understand, 50 employees is considered as a startup these days, growth stage startup. 100 to 200, 300 is considered as an SME, small and medium-sized businesses. 300 plus is considered as a nascent corporate. And after 500, it is considered as a corporate. So your target group has to be more specific and niche. You cannot create a product for this big a size of a company. There itself you will go wrong. Be niche when you're designing your target group at the first early stage. That's my feedback. Now my question to you, and I will wait for the answer from you, is that do you know that most of these corporates recruit people to bench them not because they are mismanaging the employees, but because the clients that they have acquired have a prerequisite that they have to have so many men or souls on recruitment for the project to be awarded to them. So they recruit hundreds of people to just show them that show the client that we have the employees, and hence they bench them. Do you know about this? Hence, research. As I second Ravi, research the hell out of your target group. Visit HR, sit and ask questions, talk to people who have been dumped from the company or who have been benched. As much as groundwork research will help you. Second question, the programs, do you know that now the IT world is way moving fast on AI?
Yes, ma'am.
These websites, these platforms are getting extinct.
Ma'am, this was just like proof of concept of how it would look, not how it would function.
It will not look. By the time you launch, we are in AI world, sweetheart. You might actually have a robot avatar standing and giving gyan to IT companies by the time you launch. So do not build something that is for yesterday. Build something which is for tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. We'll look
That's
into
my
it.
2 cents. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your feedback.
On the spot. That's my opinion.
Thank you, sir.
But I think I fully agree with Salma and Shrini as well. At the idea stage, I think you're far away from having to put numbers on the ground and say, this is how much it's going to cost, because you're in the idea stage. Let's accept it, right? I also want you guys to think much bigger, because this is a much, much bigger space than what you have. You have just touched one micro as part of it. Why do I say that? Because I'm facing this problem right now in my company. Right now, as I speak, we built Excel spreadsheet to solve this problem. Okay? I would like you guys to think about a workforce. Sorry, I'm taking 2 more minutes because I think it's important. Think about a workforce management tool, just not a bench management tool. Bench happens to be just one part of the workforce management. There are many other areas when it comes to even for bench management or for a workforce management. For example, I think you guys touched upon skills of the people that are on the bench. What skills are required? For example, what Salma said, bench is maintained for what is coming from the prospects. What kind of skills are they looking for? Is your bench ready for those skills? Who is going to train them? Internal training, external training. It's going to have, the bench strength is going to have an impact on your HR, as Ravi mentioned. Right? So how many more people do they need to hire based on, for example, need for AI skills? So all these different aspects are very, very interlinked and interrelated. So therefore, bench management, even though is a very important factor, there is a much larger problem that exists, which is about the workforce management, particularly in the knowledge area, knowledge industries. Okay? And Ravi is right. If you're looking at, let's say, 400, 500 people, this is not that big of a problem because they are watching each one of them like a hawk, each bench person like a hawk. But the moment you cross 1,000 people, and my company is 1,500 people, the moment you cross about 1,000, 1,200 people, the problem starts to raise its ugly head. Because you don't know where people are hiding. Literally, people hide. Managers hide people. Because they don't want to give up people that they have because they are scared that my delivery will suffer. So they will find areas to hide them, not under the bench or anything, but justify. Right? So that is where the real power of your bench management is. So that's why I said it's just not the bench, it's the workforce management, productivity, etc., etc. And by the way, I'm very, very happy to mentor you guys if you guys want to take this forward. That's all I want to say.
Sure, sir.
I think you people got Suru will be your mentor. Thank you so much, team Utilicore. I keep this platform open for juries to go up with the explanation. Next, we have the team Sign Health, headed by Mr. Nikhil Mana. I think whenever Rishikesh sir is here, whenever we have the PhDs and people say something about research, we feel very happy. The PhDs will always know the effect of research or the term research more. Yeah. No, sir, only the keyword, makes a bit more sensible. Yeah. Now we have Mr. Nikhil Mana and from team Sign Health.
Headache, migraine. Here, I'll give you tablets for headache and migraine. Get well soon.
So, did you notice what just happened? This is a great example for misdiagnosing. The patient here is deaf or non-speaking. He can't explain his what he is facing to the doctor. That is a major problem in our industry, in the world. So, just imagine you are attending a doctor consultation. It may be offline or maybe online. And while attending, suddenly you lost your voice or you lost the capacity of hearing. How will you explain your problem to the doctor? How will the doctor diagnose you? It is a major disadvantage that some people have. They face with this problem regularly. This is a huge problem. So, this is a problem. There are over 70 million plus individuals who are deaf, hard of hearing or non-speaking. They are inaccessible to the telehealth industry. So here's our solution for this. Our solution is SignHealth. SignHealth is an API-based AI service which converts sign language to speech and text real time, affiliated with and partnered with telehealth apps, for example, online doctor consultation apps. So we are an API service who are providing API to telehealth apps or the online doctor consultation apps, which they will use in their own apps and market that service as the feature of their app. And deaf or non-speaking community can use those apps and communicate with the doctor clearly, and the diagnosis should happen very correctly. Before few days, we did a survey including few deaf and non-speaking individuals. We found out they have problems before consultation, while the consultation, and after the consultation. Before the consultation, what they said is they always have to go with their parents or a guardian to a doctor so that they could explain their problems through by the means of the parents or the guardian to the doctor, which is very inefficient. And while the consultation is going on, the doctor response should be understood by them only based on the lip movements of the doctor. That is very inefficient, and sometimes lip movements can't be read easily. And after the consultation, no patients are satisfied with the diagnosis. That is a major problem. So let's understand the market. So there is over billions of people use telehealth apps, and in that 70 million plus users or 70 million individuals are deaf or non-speaking individuals. So what our target in the next 3 years is to capture the 10% of this market. If you see here, this is the statistics of worldwide telehealth app users. In that, 4 million people are disabled deaf individuals. And if we see in India, there are 80 million individuals who are using these healthcare apps. And in that, there are 0.8 million people who are deaf or non-speaking or differently abled. This is our major market, the 0.8 million people who are currently using the telehealth apps, which are already currently popular in the market. These are few articles based on this. If you see this is the article where Google is introducing their own sign language transcription model in the end of this year. And there is a company 8.45 million funding for their project. And similarly, this is another company who gained funding for their project. All these projects, what they lack is they are all working on American Sign Language, which is considered as a standard sign language worldwide. But none of these companies are working on Indian Sign Language. There are few companies working on Indian Sign Language right now, but majorly they are not concentrating on the medical front. So this is our competition. Right now, what old ways is they have to carry an interpreter. No, every family member can't know the sign language. So they need to hire an interpreter in case of doctor consultation. Those interpreters are high cost, and they need to explain the interpreter first, then the interpreter will explain the doctors, which is slow in process, and it is very complex. What our solution is SignHealth. It is very cost effective because it will be a feature in a telehealth app which are already being used by millions of people worldwide and in India too. It is instant. Our sign language API, SignHealth, is real time. It converts sign language to text and speech both. The text can also be used to transcribe and to create an overall summary of the consultation. What we have done till now is we are working on a prototype. The prototype model, sign language interpretation model, is ready, and we are in the verge of training the model. we also recognized and validated the problem. We built a working prototype, and our foundation is very set for future growth. Now let's talk about business. The ask for here is 2 crores, but these 2 crores will be divided into 3 phases. First phase is 50 lakhs. In this, 50 lakhs is going to be invested in developing a very good MVP or a pilot program, which would be used by 4 to 5 services, 4 to 5 clients. And in the 50 lakhs, 40% will be the core team salaries and the AML engineers, and 35% of this would be invested on the technology and infrastructure, and the 10% would be G&A and contingencies. Business development would be 15% of that. And in the next phase, which is 75 lakhs, that will be focused to improve the MVP and build it as a product ready. And we are targeting to 10 plus paying clients in this model. And in the third phase, 75 lakhs, we are targeting on 15 plus clients, and we are also implementing SDKs in the third phase. So now the question will arise that what will we charge the Sign Health, the telemedicine apps right now? So in the first phase, because our product should be validated, we are going to keep it flat, and we are going to keep a flat rate pilot. For example, we can charge 1 lakh per 6 months. This 1 lakh is not fixed. It is purely based on the user base of our clients. And in the second phase, we are implementing 2-tiered model. One would be costing 10% per client visit fee, 10% of the client visit fee which the patients would be paying to the apps. And another one will be 30 to 35%, which is for physically differently abled person who is gonna use our AI services. Now you will ask that why are you charging 10% for standard users? They are not using your AI services. Yeah, but those apps will market their product based on based on that they have a feature of sign language transcription. So many users would be attracted to that. So we are charging 10% for them. And in the third phase, we will be implementing SDKs. This is our team, me, Nikhil Mana, CEO, and Sri Krishna and Onaiza Khan. Warm regards to our mentor, Mr. Harsha Srinivas.
To take a look at your numbers once again. 70 million people, being unable to communicate because they are deaf or something like that in a country like ours is very unrealistic. It is 5% of our population. 70 million translates to 7 crores, and assuming that we are a 1.4 billion population, that's 5% of the people. I'm saying look around and see if 5 out of 100 people are actually deaf, and in a scenario where you illustrated. So it is always wise to underestimate the market rather than overestimate the market. That is one thing. To make sweeping statements like billions are using telehealth solutions and stuff like that, that will only lead us into a path where we are trying to, build a solution that, starts appearing like mass but isn't. Okay, so I really request you to introspect and look at the numbers and whether the problem that you are trying to solve is even real for such a huge, for some people it might be, really, really relevant, but it's a minuscule minority that we are talking about. There are accessibility tools that are built into softwares, okay? So, from the time some of these softwares began, for example, Microsoft, Google, all of them have accessibility tools built in, including sign tools, and AI plus sign that you spoke of is coming, and whatever you're building is best built on top of that rather than instead of. Yeah, since I gave feedback, I won't ask questions.
Somebody else time. Thank you for a good presentation. I think, you've chosen a pretty good problem. I think some more research needs to be done on your target market segment, right? I think first time I'm seeing somebody using AI effectively to solve a problem. It's a good thing to do. I think just narrow down your target market. Otherwise, I think you had made a good presentation, presented good facts. Thank you.
I second Srini here. We both had a big, huge smile on our face because I think you've really got a good problem in your hand. So excellent identification of the idea. Again, I'll start with the feedback and then go with the questions. Feedback is very thing in the presentation also. The gesture recognition, I saw the coverage only on the face. Please understand your end users will be gesture recognition, not facial recognition only. So it has to be both. Even if you're keeping that in mind, your presentation should have more images which shows that you're capturing not just facial recognition but also gesture recognition. Okay. Now coming to questions, is it a hardware / software or is it just a software?
It's just a software product. And gesture recognition, it also tracks body. It has landmarks on shoulders, elbows, and also.
So then your image should show that. That slider does not give us that impression. It just shows as if it's facial recognition. Okay, so if it's just a software, your pricing, as Srini said and as Ravi said, is totally in a different league completely because it's a subscription model, right? You hit on the nail, on the head of the nail with subscription model. Your model should be very simple based on the number of subscriptions or the number of hours or number of memberships on monthly or weekly basis. That is where your numbers will grow. That's where you have to look at. Don't go into multiple layers of revenues. Okay. Last thing is, in your team, who's very strong on the tech?
Me.
You. Do you know January? I think we have a winner from Mysuru in the finals. So all the very best.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And what that will call for is, for you to go to places which already know how to handle some of these issues. For example, All India Institute of Speech and Hearing is in Mysuru, and I think you will get a lot of inputs from places like that. Second, you should stop calling these people deaf, lest should people like me feel offended. I can't hear in one of my ears, okay, really, and the other is about 40% or lesser. So, I mean, hearing impaired, there are terminologies which are set, for stuff like that. You should be very careful not to use, language that might end up offending because people can be sensitive even if they cannot hear.
I'm extremely sorry, sir. I did not.
No. Feedback. No need to offer feedback to feedback. Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Team Sign Health. See, thank you. Again, I could see, people being, getting nervous. A big round of applause to Sign Health, indeed, guys. Sorry. Pen. Yes, I totally agree. So far, we have dealt all the sessions on Google Meet and Zoom. Suddenly, when we bring you to, as the scenario where as if you are sitting and watching Kantara here, it becomes very big deal for you people to come over here and put up your entire idea or your part. But anyway, guys, for the coming participants, please keep in mind, you don't have your faculties here. You are not pitching to your faculties. You are pitching to TIE. Fine. I invite the next team in the idea stage, Ms. Chithsukhi and Co. Team EvorKavach. Before to that, Dr. Mahesh Rao sir, Dr. Shabrishan sir, hearty welcome to you. 5:30, we are breaking it for network team, but the now time is 4:15. Just giving it a hint. So we have team EvorKavach. If the juries are ready, we are ready to go. Yes, all the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. Teammate Bhumika, and our another teammate Anushka. She is not here today due to some of the health issues. So before I begin, I would like to share an incident that happened with me recently. Few months back, my dad suffered a stroke, and he was hospitalized, and he was in ICU for around 5 to 6 days. And before that incident, he had been getting the all kinds of initial signs and early symptoms of a stroke. But he tended to ignore it, and he neglected it because he thought that something related to some BP or something like that. And he hid it, even he hid it from us as well, and which led to such an incident. And I was here in Mysuru completely unaware of the situation because my mom consciously decided not to tell me because I was here in Mysuru and I was having my exams, and she didn't want me to worry about the situation that was happening there. And this is the exact terrifying reality that many of the Indian families face in today's generation. That so the information gap between the elderly parent and their children is what we have termed here as the emotional blackout, which will lead to the critical data gap. That is, we have many of the variables in today's generation, but they lack in providing the major early signs or early symptoms of something big that is going to happen in the future. And whenever we ask the parents, they always tend to, hide their health issues, to protect our peace here in where we are living in another city for our career, for our studies. And next is the crisis of distance. When some emergency is already happened in that place, and their children is considered as helpless, and they are not in a place to offer any help at that moment. And that is the exact problem that we are trying to solve here. And the solution that we are proposing here is a Smart Vest integrated with a smart mobile app. So we are focusing on the chest-based smart vest. When I say smart vest, it means embedding some of the sensors like ECG, respiration rate, GPS, and temperature sensors into the fabrics, so that the elderly people can wear it whenever they want and on a daily basis. And the features that we are trying to offer here are using the AI and ML technologies. We are trying to detect the early symptoms and early signs of something like more of a cardiac issue, and since we are focusing on the chest-based vest, we can detect the since we are focusing on the chest-based vest, we can detect the cardiac problems that is going to happen in the future, and also we can also predict one type of stroke, that is one type of ischemic stroke that we can predict. And we are also making use of the GPS sensors, so that whenever some problem or some emergency is going to occur, so that the emergency responders team, that is, when I say emergency responders team, we are planning to partner with the hospitals, so that whenever an emergency occurs in some place, so that the alert will go to the nearby hospitals, so that the nearby hospital's ambulance can arrive on time and the help can reach the person in need. And when it comes to the EvorKavach app, we are focusing on the data will come from the West that is owned by the elderly people. Then it will, our IoT cloud platform will take this data, and here in this IoT cloud platform itself, we are making use of AI ML technologies to analyze the trends of normal heart health to some irregular heart health. And in the app, these results will show to the guardian, that is the elderly children who are living in some other city, so that they can get an insight of their parents' health and what's going on in their life without them asking their parents. And next. So the market, our focused market size is around 156.7 million in India. That is the elderly people ratio. And the target customer that we are trying to focus here is the 15 million elderly people who live alone in India without any help and without their children being in that place to help them when they are in need. And the user will be, of course, the elderly people, as I mentioned, but the payer will be their children who are in some other city and worried about their parents' health. And if I have to give you the competitive comparison, so the global competitors like Dozy and Whoop, Gabbit. So when it comes to Dozy and Whoop, they are US products. So Dozy, they focus on monitoring the patient's vitals when they are in bed. They have implemented some technology, like they have placed the sensors under the mattress. So whenever the patient are on the bed, then at that time it will measure all the health vitals and it will give the results. When it comes to Whoop and Gabbit, Whoop is a smart band and Gabbit is an Indian product. It is a smart ring. So these two products, they are focusing more on the wellness and fitness. But here we are trying to solve that remote care. And Hexoskin is again a Canadian product. It is very similar to our idea, but what they lack is they lack in providing the early detection and early alerts of something that's big, something like cardiac issue or something, a stroke that can happen in the future. And our EvorKavach, it stands out because we are trying to implement and we are aiming to implement the fall detection and fall mitigation feature here in our solution. And we are trying to provide the multi-role access to the app, whereas the user, that's the elderly people, they will be having some only the surveys level of access to their health, or some like the reminders to take the tablets and to and that's where next. And the value proposition of our solution is the life-saving alerts and the predictive monitoring and the peace of mind that we are trying to provide here. And the revenue streams will be from the, in the phase 1, we are planning to focus on the hospitals for the post-discharge monitoring. And in the phase 2, we are trying to target the direct customers, that is the buyer, that the adult children who are in the different cities. So our revenue streams will be the hospital subscriptions whenever, when in the phase 1, whenever they will be using the West and the app, they will give something like 2,000 per month as a subscription. And when we are estimating that our the cost of one West would be around 15 to 25K. That will be like a one-time investment for the users, and 1,200 per month, like quarterly subscription to the app. And this is just the estimated breakdown that we have put together to build the proof of concept and to build the prototype. And whatever we are going to get as a seed funding, we will be using that to for building the prototype and building the credibility. So EvorKavach is more than just a product. It is a solution to prove that independence and safety can coexist, because every loved one deserves a guardian. Thank you.
And I appreciate you thinking about it, you know, coming from a situation that has happened at home and all of that. But I worry about a couple of things. One is the form factor. Okay, see, it's the solution that your competitors have, whether it's a device or a sheet under the bed, or a band that they wear, are far more efficient, easy to use, rather than a vest. Okay, number one, I'm saying, in order to make somebody to wear a vest and to get them to wear it all the time or often is very, very difficult, because typically, like you explained in your own scenario, people live in a denial mode, okay, even when there is an impending health crisis. And that brings me to my second worry, where who are these people who will wear these vests? I understand, in a post-operative scenario or a post-hospitalization scenario, if the doctor mandates somebody will wear it, okay, fine. I'm saying they'll curse the doctor, but they'll still wear it. Okay, so that kind of thing I can understand. But it still doesn't solve for a scenario like yours, okay, where it had to be a predictive tool for it to, work and for an alert to be sent and, stuff like that. Nobody would wear a vest. They might wear a watch, or, if something is there under the bed and if they are not conscious of it all the time, then, it is still fine. So I think you need to worry a little bit about the form factor if you haven't worried enough about it already.
We did refer many of the research papers where it found that when we compare, if we are trying to build a predictive system, then more than a smart band or a smart ring, a chest-based platform would give more accurate results than a smart band. So,
not questioning the accuracy of it as much as the practical use of it.
Sure, so we'll work on that.
Yeah, I think, thank you for, explaining the problem, and, it's a good problem statement to have. And as Ravi said, you need to look at a form factor, because you need to make it miniaturize it, right? So, yes, I think wearing a vest, maybe you should make it so thin and so nice. Finally, people look at, it should be a fashionable thing to wear, otherwise people will not wear. So whom we are to track, parents will figure out they will not wear it, right? You're tracking. Just question, right? Parents also want to track you, right? Where you're going. So you'll disable the tracking in your phone, right? So like that same thing happens. So it's more of a psychological and cultural problem. I think as long as you make the device fashionable and something more exciting, people will like to wear. I think there's a lot of work to be done on the electricity. You've got a good problem to solve. To miniaturize, make it work, right? You need batteries. There's a lot of work to be done, but it's a good problem to solve. Thank you.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
It takes courage to stand and tell your own problem which happens, so hats off to you. And I'm very proud of you. Being a woman, female myself, very proud of you. So now listen carefully. I know standing on the stage you're very nervous, but I'm going to take next 30 seconds and tell you a story. Exactly like you in Vellore Institute of Technology, 7 years back, a girl called Anmol Saxena had brought something like this called a wear and tear joints wearable device, where the belt is put on the joints and the app would tell you how much your bones have worn and torn. And today, 7 years down the line, and I invested on her at that point. And today she's in series round, and almost 200 orthos use that to check the elderly knees for wear and tear. So what you did today could be a start of a brilliant thing that you can actually go. So no questions, no feedback, but I'm telling you this. I'm ready to give you the gift, the grant to make the product. I will invest on you. I will mentor you, and I will give you your first 3 clients who will use this and give you the data that you need to go to the next round. And if you reach there, I will take you directly to the series round like I did to Anmol. I promise you that. So be ready for it and come to me if you're ready for it. Thank you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you.
Team EvorKavach. Did you people pray and come today morning? That you want to win the show or you want to get the investor? Yeah. It's a Deepavali bonus, in fact, from Ms. Salma Musa here. Yes, we are done with the idea stage. Now we are heading with the prototype limits. So we have the team Mijoxy Technologies headed by Ms. Aapti Poonacha.
It's not Mijoxy, it's Mijoxy. So it's a Spanish derived first part of it. So it's.
We are Indians. Especially we are Mysoreans. We read spelling and we don't skip anyone in the middle. So better that you corrected now itself.
Yes.
At the end it would have been different. Thank you.
So before I get started, how many of you have actually wondered by looking at an electronic device and maybe opened up if you're curious enough and thought about looking at the components and wondered, how does this actually work? What happens that it's so fast that I can talk to somebody so far away? And all of the thoughts might have come to you, especially the students. I have got that. As an engineering student, I get the same doubt as a layman. And that's not valid. I should know it. Being an electronic student, I should have idea of what I'm using, especially I'm relevant to that industry. I think Brithionics is trying to address. So we are going to simplify electronics and amplify readiness. What do we mean by that? I'll get to you as I get to the problem statement. There are two major incidents that led me to come up with this idea. One is I'm an electronics engineering student. I was sitting in my class with my co-founder Ananya, and we had a subject called VLSI. It's a very abstract concept in electronics. It's something that goes over our head. So just think like that for those of you who don't know what it is. They represent the transistors. They are very small components, electronic components, smaller than the rice grain maybe, by drawing lines on the board, like horizontal or vertical lines. We were thinking it's not fair that we're learning such important or such concepts without knowing what actually that is. We're just looking at lines and graphs and like numbers and by-hearting it, just throwing up in the internals or exams. That's not what we want the electronics graduate to know at the end of his engineering. We wanted them to know something more. So we have statistics that only about 7.07% of the electronics engineering graduates are being employed in the core companies. The rest of them either go unemployed or choose a different sector as it is. And 2 out of 10 engineering graduates from the core department end up going into the core and the rest of them don't. So why is this happening? That is something that we felt is important to address, to bring in more skillful graduates to be coming forward. So it could be due to outdated education models. There are so many students here. How many of you feel that the current curriculum that we are studying is too outdated? Give me a raise of hand. So we want to address this, something that is not conventional way of studying method. So here comes Brithionics, bridging the gap between the academia and industry through gamification, reducing training period in terms of companies. So it's a VR-based solution where students understand the concept bit by bit through gamification, if bored by classes or theory. It's optional. And they know what they're doing, basically. So if there's a circuit, they perform lab instructions or experiments in the VR simulation, and also some part of it which is not something that can be taught in laboratories. Few abstract concepts as well. So who will need this? So basically we are looking into the stakeholders of our idea. First is the primary stakeholders, the students who are the direct users who will be benefited by this program, this product. And coming to the secondary stakeholders is the academia. All of you might have heard the NIRF ranking and all of that. So they're too much concentrated on that. So using such emerging technologies in institutes can level up their reputation in around their competitors. And coming to the tertiary stakeholders, the end beneficiaries, skilled laborers, skilled workers, skilled electronics graduates. So this is our end goal. They should be confident enough to hire our Indian students, Indian graduates for the role.
Every student who is in any sector, we are though major focusing on electronics, any other sector, for example, computer science or even mechanical, has to have a vision of what he is actually learning. So coming to the TAM, total there are around 264 million students, and we have planned to visualize, give them a visualization plan. So that will be around 52,000 crores. That is our total addressable globally. Coming to Indian perspective, SAM, we have 4.33 crores of students in India currently studying engineering, masters and other fields. They also like the same thing, that is visualizing. So that will cost us 8,600 crores. How did we calculate actually this? This is on an average expenditure of just 2,000 rupees. If they're investing, if we take a random course from a company also, it costs around 45,000 just for certification. So giving them visualization of what they're actually learning, the basic concepts from the initial stages will give them more clarity. Coming to SOM of what we are actually targeting is 1% of SAM, that is 100 crores. Coming to our milestones, how are we planning to achieve it? So first year we'll be completing our MVP, and we shall be ready to launch with the plans I'll explain forward. In 3 years, we'll integrate more modules and more deep dive into the concepts and explaining more complex concepts visualizing. Coming to 5th year, we'll be planning on expanding our company to global field. How are we using the fund utilization? 40% on the product, 25% for the outreach, 20% for the team expansion. As of now, we are a team of 6. We'll need more people. 10% on the infrastructure and 5% on the R&D. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is our business canvas. Our key partners will be educational institutes, hardware vendors, companies like industry companies, and government initiatives. Like if we can get government initiatives with our hand, like they have to train certain amount of people to get good skilled laborers, or somewhere in the government sector they can add it on, which will also increase our market to expand. Key resources will be financial capital and core team. Coming to channels, we'll be giving platform delivery and direct. Like I can take it directly, or I can take it through a platform. Customer segments, yes, we have students, educators like institute, as Aapti told, institute trainings, and industry employees. Industries also have the same problem, that though they give training, they still have the problem of hands-on problem, that they won't be so accurate with what they are doing. And customer relation, direct engagement, and customized support. Coming to our revenue model, our initial one-time cost will be 5 lakh rupees, which will include everything of what we'll need, like two VR headsets just to show demo, and the breakdown is mentioned there. Coming to operational cost, as on the right side we have explained the plan, keeping full-fledged plan of everything what we need end to end. It will cost us 9 lakh if all the 3 plans run parallelly, and we have everything going on together. It will be 9 lakh per month. Coming to pricing, we have 3 pricings: basic plan, applied course, and application oriented. Basic plan will include the basic things of first and second years, what they include, like basic gates, having knowing resistor, what is inside, etc., etc. Third year, as Aapti told, we'll be including the industry concepts like VLSI, embedded systems on, like actually in the chip there will be, while turning a wire, it won't be 90 degrees, it will be 245 degrees. So how did that happen? Why does it really happen? Though we teach them on the theory, they won't really know it on how how it actually comes. There's an example scenario over here. Average training is around 40 hours we give, that is 6 days in a week of full 8 hours of training. If we rather split it into 2 hours in the initial stages itself, we can complete the academics and have training, so it will be less burden on the students as well. As it's here, the revenue, we will be generating 4 lakhs from one plan, considering basic plan.
Completely focus on electronics. They have general edtech based companies, and their pricing is as listed below, above. We are much more affordable. We are curriculum oriented, customizable product, and obviously gamified and cloud based, so that's what a student actually needs. So our ask is monetary funding and partnership with the institutes, because they are our first go-to customers. Like, that's how we can lead to our students directly. And industry counseling, we need them to make sure that it's equating with the industry standards. It shouldn't become something like our own curriculum also. It should be relevant to the industry and the trends. And vendor tie-ups, as of now, Vridionics is just a software product. We are not giving any kind of hardware products, but we are going to link up with the vendor so that it's accessible for broader access. And mentorship, Vridionics is still in its initial phase, and we request the TIE members to mentor us, guide us through it, and make sure that its goal is achieved. That is to give skilled laborers out to the industry. So this is a team. I am Aapti Poonacha, the founder director, Ananya Chen, the co-founder, and Yatharth Agarwal, the chief financial officer, and Chetan AR, the chief technological officer, and Vidvit is not here today with us, but Vishwas P is the business development head. So this is our team, and this is Vridionics, and we have a goal that by this time next year, if somebody is using a headset and smiling, he shouldn't be playing games, but should be using Vridionics. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, appreciate 0.07% being, going into the domain. That might change, okay? And that's important for you. I'll tell you why it's important, okay? And first of all, if you haven't understood why that might change, it might change because earlier what used to happen is IT companies would load up even the electronics guys in their trucks and take them away from the domain for good. And that's the reason for such low percentage of people staying in this domain. Now, with robotics and automation, okay, so, and the need for people in electronics to play a role across multiple domains. I'll not get into a lecture on what those domains are, you will know it best, okay. The number of people who will stay with the domain because of the need will be greater, and the employability of people in these domains might even be greater than IT and some of the other, hitherto popular domains. Which will mean what? Which will mean they would move from a situation of famine to a situation of abundance. And in a situation of abundance, people are less likely to listen to you than in a situation of famine. That is something that you need to, think about, worry about. Okay. Again, I'm not saying that the need for this therefore gets reduced. No, that's not my argument. The need still exists. But the mindset, I'm saying, or the readiness of somebody to listen to you might reduce, and that can pose a wide variety of challenges which we will think and worry about at a later stage.
Yeah, thank you guys for hitting on a good problem statement, right? I think it was a good presentation, you covered most of it. Only thing I think is there's a lot of effort is to creating content. It's a hell of a lot of effort. We use AI to create the content and tools, right? It's very hard. Electronics is a very, very vast subject. You have to pick up some specific domain, right? Microelectronics, something, you pick up one domain and slowly spread out. Otherwise, it's very hard. It's a huge subject. There are millions of chipsets, millions of boards. You can't teach everything. Just pick analog electronics, start somewhere, right? Microprocessors, one area you pick up. and then go to the next one. Because, just pick up, in 4 years, right? Take one subject, one smaller narrow topic, and make it. Because it's going to be a long journey. You can't do everything overnight, right?
So actually the 3 plans that we had showcased was to start with currently being relevant to the VTU curriculum itself, to start with our prototype. So, yeah, that was it. So we took it from our college laboratories. Can you show a picture of that? Yeah. So so this is the IC trainer kit in our college. We mocked it in the VR environment. It's used in the digital labs. So that we mocked it. Yes. So we had a model ready for it in this, and this is one of the projects, and the other is we were showing the VLSI concepts through this. It kind of is a little raw, but
sit with the grades.
What are we seeing? It's
Prototype.
loading. The time is up, so you should have prepared. Yeah, but no problem.
Up goes the time. Thank you so much, Aapti and team. I don't want to call your team's name.
We'll go with college's help for patenting it, but the credit would still go to college, and that's a messy process. So we are waiting for.
The patent can't be done for an idea, right? At least not in India. In USA, they do it for softwares, but not in India.
Our institutes help for it, and usually, I don't know if I can.
No, but see, all I'm saying is, in the present ask, you have put IP and R&D.
We need help.
But when you ask money, you have to be clear where it will be deployed. You just cannot be putting something when you're asking for funding and saying you're unclear about it. So do not ask if you're unclear about it. If you're clear about it, then be clear about it in the presentation. Okay? Many more things we can talk in a coffee. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Aapti and team. I don't want to take the wrong name. PadoIndia, Preran S Gowda, and team.
So we are team PadoIndia. PadoIndia. We are team PadoIndia. So I want you all to imagine this scenario. Let's say a student named Priya, she's studying late at night. She's surrounded by a pile of books, so many tabs open on her laptop. She's switching between lectures, PDFs, all these PYQs, test papers, but she's not sure what she's supposed to do because she's stuck in this endless loop of cramming up the subject, the syllabus. But when she actually goes and gives the mock test, she's just failing or she's not getting the marks that she's supposed to get. And we were also once, the aspirants of all these competitive exams like KCET, NEET, JEE, and all these things. So this is what motivated us to build PadoIndia. So what we thought was, all these students, this is not just about Priya. This is about the millions of students who are preparing for all these competitive exams. So what they're lacking is, they don't have a proper smart way of studying for these exams. All they do is cram up these one-size-fits-all syllabus, and they just go give their test and end up getting not what they deserve. So this is where PadoIndia comes in to the picture. So we are not just any other coaching center disguised as apps. We are actually the AI-powered study coach. We will study the students as they are trying to learn the syllabus. So again, PadoIndia is an AI-powered coaching platform, you can say, which has all these cool features where the student gets to learn based on the contents that's personalized or tailored for him or her. And one of the major key factors is exam mirror engine. Well, exam mirror engine, what it does is, it mirrors the exam, it simulates the exam. When you talk about CET exam, we are going to be mirroring the same type of questions that's going to be, the student gets the questions, and we are targeting those questions, and the exam stress and the time constraints, everything we're going to be mirroring here. And we also have an adaptive twin. This adaptive twin is curated for a student. It's not common for everyone. It's tailored for a particular student. And all of our questions will be triple validated for accuracy purposes. And we also have interactive and gamified visuals, because we believe studying should not be, it shouldn't feel like a punishment. It should actually feel like a fun experience. And these are some of the coolest features that we have on our prototypes. These are not just on the slides. We will be showing all these features by the end of our pitch. And now this is how the dashboards of the student and our prototypes going to be looking like. And now talking about market analysis, currently India's exam prep, it's worth around 58,000 crore, and it's still growing at the rate of 16% annually. So since we have a huge market opportunity, we are trying to be something different from already existing platforms. So we're going to be including all the features that we've just mentioned. And we are also not trying to pressurize the student, but instead we are trying to motivate them to crack all these exams. And coming down to our revenue model, let's talk about the financials for a bit. Now we have two sources of income, two sources of revenue, a B2B model and a B2C model. And in B2C model, we'll be having two offers. A 60-day crash course for the student exam prep boost, which is going to be like a seasonal thing, and it's a one-time payment, and we're pricing it for 450. And we also have a monthly subscription, like PadoIndia Plus subscription version, where it's going to be a recurring revenue for us, and we've priced it at 400 a month. And we are also planning to tie up with institutions like RAM coaching centers and Allen and stuff, so that we are also going to be giving them the white label. For example, if we say XYZ institutions powered by PadoIndia, so they can teach their students using our tools, which is, we also have in our college, we have Ion Codos, which maintains our attendance and all those mark stuff. So I think we're going to be implementing our product in that aspect as well. So, and we are charging them 1 to 3 lakhs annually. So this is like a passive income for us, where the active income will be coming from the B2B model. And coming down to our ask, we are seeking for 40 lakh seed fund to roll out for an 18-month runway. So, and the return of investment would be expected by the end of year 1. We are expecting 20 to 25 lakhs, which again I'll be talking about here. So we are trying to onboard 900 students, around 900 students in year 1. So we also have a beta version where 300 students would be getting onboarded. So we can train our AI to read the behaviors of the students, so that it can predict the aspects that we are trying to do. And it's going to be the revenue would end up being total revenue would end up being 25 lakhs roughly, and the total expenditure would be 37 lakhs. You might have already seen we have a 12 lakh burnout, but it's a deliberate investment to have our unit finances settled. And by the year 2, we are planning to onboard 5,000 plus students with 20 institutions tied up to us. And the revenue is going to be 60,000, and the expenditure would be roughly around 64,000. And we're going to be profiting we're going to be profitable with a surplus of 54 lakhs. And this is our competitors. Let's talk about the competitive edge. We already have seen a lot of competitors like Mbibe, Vedantu, and all these coaching platforms, but all they're doing is feeding generic content to students. They're not personalizing anything for a single student, because we are not trying to teach an ideal student. We are trying to solve the problems that a real student's going to be facing. So that's where we stand out. And our MVP is pretty simple. We are done with our prototype, and we are planning to launch our beta version by the end of December. And KCT being our pilot exam, we are going to be scaling it up to NEET and JEE. So the monetization and scaling is going to be happening by the end of Feb 2026, and by the year of 2026, by the April 2026, we are going to be a fully fledged platform. And I would like to introduce Team PadoIndia. I am Deeksha, the marketing lead, Preran Gowda, the founder, and Shashank, the co-founder. And a huge shout out to our mentor, Mahesh sir. Thank you for guiding us through the journey. So I would like to say, exams in India, every student goes into anxiety, depression, and all these mental health issues, which at some point we faced it too. So what we are trying to do here is, we don't want a student to be scared of the exam. Instead of him or her saying, I hope I'm prepared for this exam, we want him or her to say, I am prepared for the exam. So think of us like Google Maps for the exam industry, because we'd let the student know where they are, where they have to go, and the fastest way to reach it. Because I believe in hard work too, but hard work alone is not enough. We need to have some smart work and all these plans to crack the exams and to get the desired output. So with all your permission, we'd like to show a prototype. We have a demo for it.
Hard, you get smarter. Okay, there's no such thing called smart work. Okay, number one. Number two, have you accounted really for your competitors? Okay, first of all, the two competitors that you have named there, Imbibe, one, they are backed by Reliance. Vedantu has a 15-20 year legacy. You think they are naive idiots who can't think of a solution like this? I mean, they would be working on this, isn't it? And they would be having a lot of what you are saying today that you will bring to the table. Doesn't mean that you can't bring something that they don't offer. No, but what you are currently proposing, they already have, and you haven't exhaustively named all your competitors. In fact, some generic too you have named, but there are specific players. I think one is Adda 247, there is some quizzes. There are quite a few who live on just manufacturing questions after questions in a customized way, so that your deficiencies as a candidate are identified and customized, hyper-personalized solutions and questions are offered. Okay, so it's a very evolved ecosystem that we are talking about, and I think your solution needs to be much, much sharper. I'm waiting for that demo to happen before I shoot my mouth off and say, hey, you know what, I think you need to go back to the drawing table. The problem might be real, but I'm saying your solution cannot be similar to or lesser than the solutions that already exist in the market. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
And they don't have these. These are some of the features that we have on our website.
What is it?
These.
Talk about one feature.
Yes, sir.
Or two features.
All these flashcards and all the quizzes, the formula builder, everything we have. All these are the features that's going to be helping in the active recall.
So, sir, these are the features which will be generated from the collaborating or taking the content from the trusted publishers. So, based on that, we'll be generating adaptive features like these flashcards and formula builders.
Can I request something? Go back to
the formula. So, to check their knowledge about their formulas, so they'll select the formulas and frame the formulas, and there's a feature called check formula, and you'll get the solution, whether it's right or wrong. Yeah, jumbled up.
Yeah, see, just what I want to look at is, I'm trying to identify the USP, because this, if I look back, e-learning platforms had this feature 20 years back. every product is there, is a must. It was almost decades back, right? 2000s, e-learning platform had this thing. So I'm not able to find out what is the USP about your platform, right? Because there are tons of e-learning platforms, there's Moodle, there's tons of them. Still trying to understand what is unique about your product, so that you have a unique USP, and how are you going to compete with others in the market?
So the main USP feature would be rack feature, which we have implemented. So first, the user, will identify whether the student has good knowledge or not. He doesn't have knowledge about the topic. So based on that, we'll flag him. Like he's not, he doesn't have knowledge on Ohm's law. So flag it. So based on that, we'll have an adaptive layer. So from there, we'll be, the pipeline goes like,
it takes the weakness of the user or the student, then it matches with the content layer we have, the knowledge base where the content of the publishers will be stored. So it will take that and generate the questions based on it.
These features we have been there for last 2 decades in every e-learning platform. It's already there. Assessment platform, early 2000s only products had it, right? And Siddhan was here, right? Yeah, the Saras platform had it in 2000s early, okay, all these things, okay?
So, my thing is simple, right? You guys are students, right? How many hours have you sat and done this? Like no breakfast, nothing, no weekends, did not go out, just sit and did it, because you guys are case studies, right? If you guys having your own idea have not sat for 100, 200 hours on this, then how are you expecting others to do so? So the first question is that. And just one quick thing, in the next one sentence, can you just tell me that one core problem that you are making, you're solving from this idea? One sentence, nothing more than that.
We are making students understand their weakness and overcome it.
You think you are students. How many times do you think your parents kick your asses to try and find out you guys recognize your weaknesses? You think what your parents can't do, your application is going to do. The last thing the students want to know is what's their weakness. If you've got to engage the students, you've got to engage them with more acceptance to what they are willing to do. That's when the stickiness comes in. That's what you have to look at. Because I'm sorry, you come at a phase where, you guys are matured ideas actually. I don't see you guys matured. I would say a few ideas who got pitched in the idea stage were more matured. Sorry to tell you that.
Please look at the number of, companies that have failed in this space. Funded startups, okay? Forget unfunded ones. Funded startups that have failed in the test prep space in the last 5 years. That will give you insights on what not to do, and all the best for the rest. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We are taking for a break for 20 minutes. So we are here with team GREENOVATORS headed by Ms. Shivanii G H.
GREENOVATORS from NI Mysuru. Today I'll be presenting our venture Agriverse on behalf of my teammates Pavan and Jeevan. They lack hard work, but because they lack connection, they have to jump between the 5 different apps, one for the crop disease diagnosis and one for getting the weather updates and market prices, also the equipment access, tools which are required for the farming practices, and also the labors which they are required. So this is a very huge problem that the farmer is facing, and this may leads to the wastage of the time and the money, and also they miss the key opportunities like accessing for the relevant market prices. This is where Agriverse steps into it. So Agriverse is a unified digital India's intelligent all-in-one platform where with Agriverse the user can get the instant crop diagnosis, and also it has some other features such as the AgriGo. It's like the Uber for tools, and the Khet Mitra the workers hub, so the farmers can hire the labor through it. And one more is the market price analysis. So the farmers can get the market prices. And the other are the weather reports. They can get the weather prediction as well. And the relevant government schemes are also provided. Thereby we can make the lives of the farmer easier and make them grow with confidence. So this is why it is a big concern. And in India, India's farmers contribute 17.8% to the GDP, and in the year 2023, there is 15 to 25% of the crop is lost due to the pests and the diseases. And in the year 2021, 5 million hectares of the crops were damaged due to the cyclones those are unpredictable weathers. And there is a decrease in the 15% of the workforce participation over the past 5 years, and also 25% of the farmers' total income is lost due to the market price crashes. And also one more important thing that I would like to mention is almost 46.6% of the total farmers were unaware of PM Kisan Yojana.
Agriverse. The first feature is the market price informations for the
So this is the demonstration of our prototype
is AI crop
where
advisor, so
the user can upload or scan
the pest, and the AI will diagnose and provide the
by the
solution.
pest or the
So this
diseases.
solution can also be provided in the different languages. Voice assistance is a one unique feature. Can rent, buy or sell their farming equipments. Khet Mitra Workers Hub, the laborers can be hired through this. 7 days market price prediction is also provided for the elite users. Farmers can also get the access to the relevant government schemes according to the crops. Shop locator is one more feature where they can find the stores nearby.
We have already collected the data sets, but we are in the process of training the ML model so that it ensures that no farmers are left behind. So the unique value proposition is that in the heart of the Agriverse lies a simple idea, that is creating one platform that brings together everything a farmer needs in one place. So as I mentioned before, integrating all different multiple functions such as the AgriGo and Khet Mitra, also the market prices, etc. And the unique features which makes our the USP, the unique selling proposition is that we have integrated the voice interface, and we are working on implementing the Indian Sign Language and the multilingual input, also the offline reminders and the SMS alerts. So from this we can make sure that we are we are differentiating with our competitors. In India, there are 140 million farmers, and in the Karnataka alone, there are 6.8 million farmers, which is a strong base for an Agriverse. Even though it's a strong base, we are not just chasing everyone at once. In the initial phase, we are mainly targeting on the digitally active users across the particular districts of Karnataka, such as Mysuru, Mandya and Hassan. And we are planning to approach for about 6,000 initial farmers. And then the TAM is 6.8 and the SAM is 2 million farmers with a smartphone access, and the SOM is 6,000 target farmers in the phase 1 districts. And this engagement of the 6,000 farmers is made by partnering with the NGOs, 10 plus farmers, FPOs, farmers producer organizations, and the KVKs, which is Krishi Vigyan Kendras. And in the phase 2, we are scaling our districts for up to the 10 districts in Karnataka. So if we talk about the numbers, the main sources or the streams for the revenue of the Agriverse are two. One is through the subscriptions and one more is the marketplace commissions. The Agriverse comes in 3 different models. One is the free model, where it is limited only up to the 25 scans for the crop diagnosis, and the other features are not permitted in that, and ads will also be played. And in the pro model, it costs around 250 rupees per month. It gets all the pro features. And in the elite model, the 7 days market price prediction is provided, and also there is a discount in the marketplace. And the marketplace commission will be 10% for the free model and 8% for the pro, and the marketplace commission is 5% for the elite model. By combining the revenue sources from the subscriptions which we get from the pro model and the elite model, also the marketplace commission, the expected revenue for 1 year is around 23 lakhs, and the subtracting the expenses from the total revenue, it will be the 22 lakhs which is required for the development of app and the cloud storage service and other things. So the net profit will be around 1,14,000 and the profit margin will be 5%. And by comparing, we can state that the total revenue increases from 23 lakhs to 37 lakhs from the year 1 to year 3, and the profit margin will grow from 5% to 20% from year 1 to 3. So, if we talk about the impact and scalability, initially in the year 1, there will be 6,000 farmers, and gradually 75% of the onboarding farmers are expected to increase by the year 3. And AI yield accuracy, 20% of the yield is increased due to our integration of the AI advisory for the crop diagnosis. And the farmers, 15% of the input costs are saved due to the marketplace integrations. And also this is like very much important because it is linked to the SDG 2, which is zero hunger, and SDG 9, industry infrastructure. And the metric comparison, as I mentioned before, the profit and the paid conversions are on the tabular column. So initially, we just target for the districts such as Mysuru, Mandya and Hasan, and the year 2 we extended for the Tumkuru, Shimoga and Davangere, and the year 3 Ballari, Raichuru and the Koppal and the Bagalkot will be, the agriverse will be expanded to them. And this is the expected ROI, it's 2.5x within 2 years, and the break even achievable mid-year 2 with the 10,000 active users. These are some of the competitors: Plantix, Kisan Suvidha and Cropin. While the Plantix majorly focus on AI crop disease detections, they are limited only to the crop health, and the Kisan Suvidha, it's a government-based backend app with a limited user interface. It's more like giving the informations. And then the Cropin, it's a B2B precision agriculture and data. It's more enterprise oriented, so that the agriverse wraps up all the required features together into the one digital unified ecosystem.
We have heard it. You have heard it. Yeah. So there are solutions like this that exist in the market. Okay. And they have been existing for at least 5-6 years now, and they have, matured quite a bit. So no point reinventing the wheel. If you have to build something, build on top of those. Okay, and they might even be very happy to give you APIs and stuff like that for you to build on. So that is number one. Number two, in India, to expect even people like the people who are in this room to pay for information is preposterous. Now, you are expecting farmers to pay for something, okay, for information that they can otherwise get. Now, I don't want to get into, it will get controversial if I elaborate further on this matter, but I request you to introspect on whether it is realistic for, while the size of the market, the number of farmers and all of that might be true, that's not really your market. I'm saying they are not people who are willing to put down the money on the table, okay, for something like this. Okay. Please think about it and, reflect on the feedback that I initially gave, some of the names that I took, okay. Understand your competition before you put forth a solution is what I request you.
Yes, sir. I agree that there are many competitors existing, but the unique selling proposition, if we want to talk about, is that Indian Sign Language implementation.
farmer will come in front of the screen and will start signing. I mean, or what are you saying here? I'm saying, who are you trying to kid? Tell me a scenario where something like this will be used using sign language.
Sir, it's not like completely for the farmers. Like for example,
Tell me one scenario. Tell me one scenario. Let's think of a farmer in Gulbarga. So now, I mean, if you told me that, you know, it has factored in language, it has factored in dialects and stuff like that, I would appreciate. Okay. Now sign language, you know, just because you are able to integrate it because Google offers that, that can't be your differentiator. The next day, some of those guys will have it if they don't have it already. Okay, number one. And if they don't have it already, I mean, it must be for a reason. Okay. So, I mean, that's, I don't take it as a differentiator, sir, at all. It's a forced differentiator.
Sir, but we can use in ISL training centers for gain them the knowledge students.
Sorry, sorry?
For ISL training centers will be there no in some other institutes. They can use this app to gain some knowledge.
Okay, for starters.
Stray use for this, I'm sure you will be able to find, I will be able to find. But that's not the core thing, no? I'm saying you are trying to transform the lives of farmers in this country by way of creating a proposition that gives them all the information in one place. So I'm saying that there are solutions like this which exist, okay? By and large, offering all of the things that, you know, you are saying that your app can offer. Now, I'm saying you need to now talk about how yours is better or how yours is differentiated, how yours is easier, how yours is far more accurate and stuff like that. Those are, you know, differentiators or selling propositions, even if they are not differentiators, and not to say that you will find some fringe use for this elsewhere.
Exactly. So before you speak, I'm going to take the thing soon after Ravi, because you know what Ravi is doing right now? He's saving both of you individually at least a minimum of 3 crores. And I'll tell you why. Because what information he's giving you, which you will learn after 6 years working on your idea, which you could have got a job, at least 50 lakhs per annum earning, you're saving that money because he's giving a very valid reason. Very valid feedback. Please take it. One most important thing, learn to listen. Another very big quality of an entrepreneur is to listen. You need to listen to your customers, you need to listen to the panel, and you need to listen to the people and the markets. You guys do not listen. Please listen. Now, I took the turn before Sri because I wanted Srini, because I wanted to tell you this. Farmers will not pay. Period. What Ravi is saying is bang on. If you want, I'll give you an internship with an NGO called Well Labs, which does exactly this. They are using CSR as a source of income, which will take money from corporates to educate farmers in regards to how to make more money and how to use applications such as this and how to save their produce or make more revenues. Farmers do not pay. Second thing, the problem which exists, the reason I did not tell this to the previous pitch, and I'm telling you, is because you are the matured stage pitches. The problem itself is wrong, the problem statement. Most often, these days, the present case scenario, the farmers need help with pesticides. The international companies which are serving pesticides is killing the soil, hence the producers are going down. So if you really want to go into agri-tech, look at the real problem. Look at people who will pay you or look at the right revenue. Having said that, Ravi, I second again, go back to the drawing board, please. It's your future and a brilliant opportunity to become great entrepreneurs. Take the example of us. I think all 3 of us put together have 100+ years of experience. Take it from it and run with it. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, take a look. There's something called already a Kisan Mitra application, right? It's pretty comprehensive. All the farmers require information. It's already at one place. Promoted by the government at NGO in Bangalore. I'm just working with them, right? NGO in Bangalore has built all the app. whatever a farmer needs, everything, entire Kisan Mitra, Pashu Mitra, everything about farmer is already an extensive app. It's very widely used by the farmers around the country. It is available in all Indian languages. It's a wealth of information, right? Just take a look at Kisan Mitra app. Yeah?
Okay.
Thank you.
30 minutes. A high tea is arranged straight at the back of this, so you can just get over here. It's in the 3rd floor. To the right, there is high tea arranged, and to the left, we have restrooms. So please make sure you are here by another 30 minutes. We are starting with exactly at 6 o'clock, the team SKYGLOW. All the teams which have pitched so far. What is your confidence level now? Forget about the result. All the teams which pitched so far. So on account of, let us go with the rating of 1 to 5. So what is your confidence level now? And the approach is only towards entrepreneurship. I'm not asking about the ideas, the same ideas being presented, the same ideas being executed. So all the teams over here, can you rate using your fingers? How many of you are in 5 rating condition? Five it is from PadoIndia. Good. Next team. Yeah. Hoping that all of you relate yourself with the 5-star. We have with us the next team, Team SKYGLOW. The presenter, Ms. Akshatha A M. And for all the juries, we are ready with the next team. We have 4 teams from now, hoping that it's a sharp 60-minute show. And the break and networking high tea is done. Please don't read the menu again and you'll be given with another high networking tea. No, it's done. Yes. To the jury members, we have Team SKYGLOW. Presenter, Ms. Akshatha. 6:12 time. And we want all of you to give your 60 minutes with us with the dedication part so that we have many things to go beyond the final. So Team SKYGLOW, the jury members, here we are presenting Team SKYGLOW. All the best.
So you all see that you have teams where I have presenting individually, where I am into an individuality where each product and end-to-end things has been done by me. And these are my projects where juries can also see, which is charcoal and the almond soaps. And these are the flavors which you can see in a picture. And this is a soap which is in a unique way to have all the things in one soap. One soap where you all get nourishing and also more moisturized for your skin. And why SKYGLOW and its benefits? See, SKYGLOW has 10 different products or 12 different products where it benefits even in 3 different kinds of skins, and where it goes for dry skin, combined skin, and also oily skin, where dry skin goes for all the men out there where they suffer from blackheads and also deaths while they are traveling, and which is given a charcoal and the coffee soaps to them to improvise. How unique, you may ask me that, how unique it is that comparing to every homemade soaps, and it is beneficial for the instant results where you can see the results in 3 to 4 uses only. After using 3 to 4 times, you can see the instant result, and it is a different benefits to the different flavors. And you can see here it is more and more, it is on moisturizing than a glow, and obviously it is glowing after the using of the consistency, and where you can use the product for the consistent product consistently towards that. and majorly for the men's, and it is for detoxing, and for the women, and where it is going for moisturizing and also cleansing with the products. And I am facing a problem with this product where it has to be a shorter lifespan, where the homemade products and the natural products has a shorter lifespan, where it can be non-sustainable, but also I have made purified for that. And second challenges is that textures. When you kept for the several times, it may loses their textures, and also it can be modified little. And the color and the fading. When we had some chemicals or any other bar soap, you can say you cannot keep a larger scale, which may lead to an pesticides or some color fading side, and which can be used, which cannot be used directly. And these are the current solution I am facing now. For the shorter lifespan, I have used vitamin E oil, which is an basic products, where vitamin E goes for all the skin types, and also vitamin E goes for all the things, which is for three combined skin, oily and dusky skins, where texture, and I have used in ingredients to measure. When textures has been reduced, means which has been less in the oil kind, and also more in the products which we have put, like in charcoal. If it is reduced in its textures, means it has been less in the oil, and which can be unused, but which is kept in a major like measurements, and which gives all the measures the products, it can be soluted. And fading, where the essential oils matters a lot here. When every woman and the men are facing essential oils, if we have it in a soap, which may be affected to the skins. If we say that when we have it in a skin, it can be used, which can be used by the SKYGLOW, and where it gives more nourishing by essential oil to the tress. Tress, we can make it out of the oil, where it can be measured, and also it can be flexible to every skin type. And these are the marketing opportunities I am using, which is of awareness, where I am creating a local awareness right now, because when it is legally registered, and also when it is given the date, and the test is happened by the legal formalities by the government sides, and I can give it in a larger market kind, and where it is an interest in the purchase, where we have a repetitive customers, where I have sold many soaps with the repetitive customers, and the experience where when you present to the customer, it should be on eco-friendly, and all the homemade products, soaps, where it should be and presentable. And I have a habit of writing hand note with that when we are giving it. When the bulk soaps has been ordered, we used to have some loyalty customer towards it, and these were the market positions or market opportunities. And these are the financials, where this 10 different soaps were different rates, and where it has been proportionated between 40 to 80, and which goes for different flavors and also different selling prices. And these are the short financials I have made during this 8 to 10 months, where selling prices it is in 40 to 80, and total soaps sold is a 300 plus, where I have sold those products by the loyalty customer and the repetitive customers too. And average selling price is 60 to 65, where the total revenues is 25,000. Yet, because due to my academics, I couldn't do it in a larger market, where I have invested 15,000, and it has revenue generated out of 40%, and profit margin is a 40%, and where net profits goes for 7,000, where the soap product you may ask that how it is unique, how you are sustainable, because after all the things with my passion, with the revenue generated with a repetitive customer, I have trusted my passion to it, my passion into this thing to a larger business kind. And I'm asking a fund for initial investments for 10 lakhs because it may be generated in a larger and the global market, where I have shown you the net profit of 40% of the profit margin, where you can trust me, and also I have to extend when it is an invested locally and also globally. And when it is been given a timeline for the 1 year, I may give up a 2,000 plus soap products per month. And when you can have like trusted the product, you can this my strategy is to utilize my fund, which is for 50% for raw materials and productions, and 20% for branding and marketing, which leads in larger marketing kind, and where distribution and the operation takes 30%, where you have logistically, which has to be strong and sustainable.
Level in the market and stuff like that, giving you the benefit of doubt on some of those things. I want you to consider this one aspect very carefully, okay? Let's assume that what you're saying is right and you have a 40% margin at this stage when you are giving it to people who are known to you.
Yes.
As you scale, okay, as you get into the normal distribution that other similar products might be into, your margins will come down very, very significantly. The product cost, which is now, I'm saying your selling price minus product cost is the profit that you're talking about. Yes, your product cost as a percentage of what it is today versus what it's going to be then is going to be very, very different. For example, your product cost could just be the 10-15% of the overall cost, because your distribution cost, your marketing cost, your advertising cost will be very, very high, okay? Yes. That might even be to the tune of 80-90%, okay, and your product cost is only going to be 10%. So where does that leave your margin? Okay. Okay. Please think about that. Okay. Okay. The game in cosmetics, soaps, okay, consumer products of this nature is very, very different. I'm saying there are traditional players who are sitting there, yes, and sitting for years, if not decades, and some even for centuries, okay, who will not allow incumbents very easily. You will need to be very, very innovative, very clearly differentiated from who they are, and have a very different strategy in terms of distribution, in terms of promotion, in terms of the kind of product mix and all of that. The name of the game is branding.
Yes, sir.
And if there are two more strategies, it is branding again and branding as the third as well.
Yes, for sure. Thank you for the insight, sir. I'll take it.
Yeah, good. I think it's a good presentation. I think you got a decent product. I haven't used it, but it looks good.
Yes, sir.
I think as is
talked
about.
You can use it, sir.
Yeah,
Please,
I'll give you feedback. Okay.
Feedback to the number or the email it, sir.
Don't mind. I'll be one of your customers. Okay. Here.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Then I think you need to look at how do you produce, right? Any machinery. I don't know. Have you thought of the cost of the machinery, space for that, everything?
Yes, sir. Basically, I am into melting and the cold process right now.
Okay.
If it is in a larger market, I may invest in also a machinery. And also the same ingredients without making in a larger scale, I may use the machinery, sir. Now it is in a hand process.
How many you can do per day, hand process?
Per day, if you give 8 to 10 hours to it, we can make it out of 400 soaps.
It's fine, 400, yeah. Even 10, 20 days you can. Your goal was 2,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Probably without machinery you can do 2,000, 4,000.
Yes,
right?
sir. 300 to 400 it is easily, which I have done also to my sample products and also this thing, sir.
I think looking at what you were saying, you probably should choose a niche market, right? You know, niche market, that's maybe because there are too many people in the market today, right?
Yes, sir.
Every day you see a new soap. Existing vendors keep on keeping new and new soap. Probably look at a niche market where I think, you know, where you can charge a little bit more.
Okay, sir.
And get more loyal customers. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, one very valuable inputs given by both my colleagues or jury members. I have a question for you. First is, have you done the certification, BIS certification?
Yet to be done, ma'am. Because due to my academics, right now I am in an initial stage. I have done my personally a pH test. Where it should be 7 to 8.5% or the 9%. Mine is on 8.2%.
No, but this is not a home project, right? This is a business, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So get your certifications first
Shortly,
in
ma'am,
place.
we are working
Especially that BIC certificate is very important
sure.
because that's on Drugs and Cosmetics Authorities.
Yes, ma'am.
Please make sure that is done. Second thing is the sample testing data. Have you collected any, like I saw you have sold 300 plus soaps, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you collected any data, like actual data? Because see, I saw you said that within 2-3 days we see the difference in the skin karke. But is there actual data with, you know, out of the 300 users, 10% of them did not see effect? You know, that data, were you able to collect?
Yes, ma'am. To be honest, only 3% of the people where it is giving them and...
How are you coming to this 3%? Did you collect feedback forms?
Yes, ma'am. Not in feedback forms.
I mean, we all started with this to be only Thai Pitchfest. You know, it's turning out to be investor pitch. It's turning out to be, you know, the space where the people are getting their products sold. Fair enough. Thai welcomes everything with open-hearted mindset because we want the entrepreneurs to grow. Next, we have the team Quadropic, headed and represented by Mohamed Kamran.
I am representing Quadropic, and I am presenting the product Synthio, the AIOS for developers. Saying about me, my name is Mohamed Kamran, founder of Quadropic. I've been building and breaking stuff for over 5 years. I'm pursuing my bachelor's in computer science and artificial intelligence, batch of 2027 at NIA Mysuru. I'm the currently student CTO of Alpha Tinkering Lab at NIE. So let's talk about the problem, right? If you can see, every day or every week, developers are surrounded by AI, right? Every week, a new AI tool, a new hype, a new revolution. Yet, developers are slower than ever. According to some reports, it reduces the speed by about 24%. Why is it happening, right? It's because developers have their own workflows which they maintain over from years, and it is being disturbed by AI. To be fair, the new tools are actually not made for developers. Yeah, in fact, you can make a simple landing page like a HTML or something, but you cannot make a real solutions which will persist in the market. So what do? Make another tool? No. So I had a simple and very minimal question. Instead of switching to another AI app which claims to revolutionize everything, why doesn't AI come over to you? Yeah. So AI comes over to your terminal, AI comes over to your browser, and AI comes to your file editing system. It's like a perfect harmony where your own tools, the old tools which you have been using, are being orchestrated by AI. Yeah, and then we built it. We call it Synthio. For context, it is just syntax and theory pronounced together. And what it does, it actually orchestrates your whole operating system as well as your operations. Let's take an example. I am a developer. I'll just ask Cynthia to make me a feature, make me a new feature or say, fix a bug. First, it collect context from the existing code base, gives it reasons about it, ask your permission to edit, and then install the dependency and run over, and then test it using the browser it has been already given, so that you can code like a pro. According to our initial test with some various leaders, we are observing up to 4x speed than compared to other AI tools. To justify it, let's say another developer, first he has to collect the context, particular files and inputs which he has been already working on, and then go to, which actually takes a lot of time, and then go to GPT or something, paste over there, copy, and again to local system, and then encounter hundreds of bugs while installing the dependencies and running the project. But in Cynthia, and then we forget about the testing. Every click, every input is validated by own. It's like a human who validates, it's like a human which controls your monitor, keyboard, and what do you call it? Yeah, mouse. So let's compare, us and our competitors. Let's say Lovable, Cursor, and etc. So from saying direct OS integration, and it is local first, it runs on your PC, and then it is AI native and improved reasoning, and bring your own LLM so that you can actually enjoy any freedom you want, from privacy to costing anything, while others are still catching up. Let's hear the particular feedbacks from the industry leaders. As you can see, the investor at Anthropic and Lovable says that this is the next big thing in vibe coding, whereas several Y Combinator founders are saying that this is the new generation of AI coding, and they are interested in integrating into their workforce. As well as architect behind Google Maps says that this product actually works well for him, and he can control his own his workflows. Coming to the barrier of entries, we offer FDEs. What are FDEs? It is the forwardly deployed engineers, or the engineers which will go to every client and then understand their workflows, understand their requirement, and engineer our product specifically to them so that their workflow will become more faster and more efficient for them. Why doesn't big player come into this category? Because it is pro developers, and they have a huge non-technical user base, as well as they don't seem to like this market as it is very cumbersome and very hard to penetrate in. And then we are actually offering bring your own LLM. You got some GPUs, run them, and then get the inference. Or you have some AWS credits left over, or Azure credits left over, or OpenAI something. You can integrate and bring in your own cloud so that you can maximize your privacy. Coming to the pricing, we have flexible plans for any enterprise to grow, scale further with us. And then starting from startups who pay us $12,500 to mega organization and enterprises who pay us $125,000 from the software to on-premise deployment and the FDEs, SSO and dedicated managers. Coming to the opportunity, the total market which is addressable is about $30 billion, and the addressable market we can actually serve is actually $2 billion, and we can easily capture within 1.5 or 2 years about $20 to $30 million, which is roughly close to 160 million mega organization paying us $125,000. Coming to unit economics. So we actually focus on day one profitability, and hence, to be honest, it's, our average expected is about $50,000 from the pilot programs we've been providing to the various enterprises. And then if you see the gross margin, it's roughly about 35%. And from the, the spend, over 22% is spent on R&D, being a research-focused company. Seeing the current momentum, We launched actually 3 months back in August by publishing some YouTube videos and MVPs and some live demos. And then we are getting strong validation from industry leaders, AI VCs, and some enterprises ready to integrate in their workflow. And we got some pilot programs too. If this continues for next 3 years, we will actually acquire 300 to 500 of the top companies and making us the default AI for coding as well. If we follow the same trend as the others, it's kind of similar, but with a unique proposition strategy of just focusing on the workflows instead of coding. It's the whole workflow. Coming to the demo, I am asking it to make, for Mysore, I am making a B2B platform to explore the other enterprises or something. You can see it opens my own terminal. It doesn't have its own terminal, editing, asking my permission. We have used something, got inspiration from JIT from Java, which is actually does just in time, and then ask your permission just in time. You can see it is testing the solution on its own after developing it. As you can see, this is the whole workflow of an enterprise. First plan it, and then code it. Plan, design, and then code it, and then test it, refactor it to make it more efficient, and then ship it. Even if you have something like Vercel or something configured in your browser, it opens your Vercel dashboard, clicks on the new project, and then deploys it on its own. Coming to the ask, it's about $100,000.
Technology that is so complex, but I want to understand the problem statement better. You said something like, even with the advent of AI and with a lot of support that is currently available to developers, the development process has become slower. Is that something that you said?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So just wanted to understand that part better before other more knowledgeable members ask you tougher questions.
Sure. Should I answer it or yeah, sure. Sir, so the main problem why developers are being slowed is it's because you have a particular workflow and particular tools. For example, if I am a developer, I used to, I use a terminal called as item2. If something like Cursor, uses its own terminal, which is actually not familiar, and decides when to run a command, run a dependency install, I don't know what is its idea and what is the intent of it. But when I use this, our platform, it actually uses your own terminal like you are using it. For example, it gives the correct keyboard stroke for every task you give it, like every mouse click, every terminal. Yeah, sure.
Good. Thank you for the wonderful presentation.
Thanks.
Just few questions.
Yes, sure.
So have you integrated with some tools like VS Code or NetBeans? What are the things you integrate?
Yes, sir. So it works on any tool which your enterprise already use. For example, if VS Code, we are already developing an extension for some of our clients. Actually, it has been started. So, if you are been using VS Code, you can command it from VS Code and it will apply the edits from VS Code itself. Yeah.
What is the infrastructure you need to run on the, let's say I'm a developer, right?
Yeah.
What are the infrastructure does your tool need to run, right?
Yeah, infrastructure is quite of interesting because I just said that we are mainly focused on BYOC or bring your own cloud. For example, we don't want you hardbound on any solution like Claude or OpenAI or something like that. We want to get in your own solution if you are an enterprise. If you have GPU, well and good, we can set up a local inference from our end and then connect it. Or if you have any AWS or GCP or even something like you have like Vignan Labs, and then you can connect over and get your own cloud so that it can, it will be, first privacy is the main concern because it's not leaving your own construction. Even with OpenAI, it is, you have some contracts. Like for example, no data retention policy and all, which if we get in, we will violate it, and saving a huge amount of money in compliances and etc. Yes, sir. Mohamed Kamran. Yes.
Yeah, Kamran, is this your own IP code or is it a copy code?
IP code meaning we have...
Meaning like you've created this
Yes, ma'am.
Yourself, or is it like already been done somewhere else, some other companies, and you've redone it?
You can take it as this way. According to our initial reviews, we have done it the better way, but our initial, the
better
idea
way.
was...
You've done the better way, but there's others who have
yeah,
done it.
yeah.
So the testimonies that you showed is not for your product, but it's for some other product. Those investors.
No, ma'am. It's for our product actually.
Your product only. It's okay.
One,
It's okay.
yeah.
Now coming to how many paid customers do you have?
Ma'am, everyone are going through pilot programs. We have focused on YC founders. Actually, unfortunately, we were almost finalized the deal, but the company was acquired by Meta, so we couldn't finalize it. It was one of the first, but we have in the local system as well, several edtech companies have showed interest, and even the Y Combinator people.
But why have you not built them? Because it's a tested application, your platform is proven
Yes,
working.
ma'am. Yes,
so
ma'am.
why are you not taking paid customers and why are you going for free customers?
Ma'am, because first of all, we were not registered till last month. This month we got registered as private limited, and yeah, from this month we are starting the pilot programs.
So basically after registration you'd be thinking.
Yeah.
What is your target customer base that you're looking at?
Enterprises who are actually been already into tech and want to adapt AI fastly.
So my last feedback to you, those were questions. My feedback is do not target enterprises. Go
Sure,
for
ma'am.
low-hanging fruits
Yes,
because at the initial stage you need validation. You
Yes,
need some companies to use it and you need to see how it helps their ROI.
Sure, ma'am.
So go for low-hanging fruits, get smaller companies, faster decisions, get the billing going, and that's when you will have the game going up.
Sure,
Yeah?
ma'am. Thank
All
you.
the best.
Another thing I want to actually say, the top 10 teams which got into the finalist, we will be, offering some discounts so that you could actually
He's
build your
pitching
prototypes.
already over here.
From Time Mysuru ecosystem, can we all big round of applause to the juries and the charter members who are here to help out every team. They registered as TIU Pitchfest applicants. Now they are turning out to be different. Amazing. And my one question to all the finalists: do you really people feel that you are students? No, I'm literally amazed, man. You're talking about crows together, talking about IP. No, madam, I'm pretty much sure, because I don't have any of the teams from my campus here, so only one team is here, so I'm safe in my words. But anyway, good to see the enthusiasm with all the finalists here in Go. Before we head into the final two teams who are in the revenue stage, U Mysuru, as the organizing committee and a coacher, I would like to extend, a big round of thanks to few of the people who really contributed to all the teams, starting from the man behind, Executive Director, Mr. Mahesh Kalale. This is not a word of thanks, but yes, it is a greeting point from our end. Mahesh sir did wonderful thing in getting every stuff, detailed and make it available for us, so that my emails and WhatsApp communication and phone calls was very easy because of his entire content. So it all started with Mahesh Kalale sir as a support. Shiva Shankar sir, obviously, being the chair, doing all stuff and content. He even, when the top 50 applications were received, the first thing to everybody's notice in the hall, we started with masterclass sessions for about 6 to 7. And those masterclass sessions had a very big impact on all the applicants straight away from their application stage to the pitching level. So Shiva Shankar sir did a session on introduction towards TIU Pitchfest. Thank you so much, sir. Vijayanand sir, as always, he is with us since I am part of TIU. Very heartfelt gratitude. I request you to stand for his session on market research and idea validation. I think probably the toughest phase for any startups, but he did it. In his absence, I thank Mr. Sanjay Dwivedi, who did a session on financials and feasibility. A big thanks to Mr. Sanjay Dwivedi in his absence. In his absence, I thank Commander Abhiram Shripati, the charter member of Time Mysuru, for his session on business canvas and market research and validation. And of course, whoever is in the finalists, whoever is in the house, Salma very well, because she did a session on pitch deck preparation and pitching skills for the entire audience of 50 applications. We also had the Rohit from InnovaScape, who did take a session on design thinking for products and services, which had a very big impact even on students on making some hands-on exercise and all. Soon after to that, yeah, a round of applause is definitely required to Rohit as well. Soon to that, we did evaluation of first, where we had the evaluators, Srinidhi sir from Sinofian, Harsha, Karthikeyan sir, Mahesh Katale sir, Gurunandan sir. We had many people who contributed, in all regards in making the top 9 to 11 teams to pitch it for the finals. So a big round of thanks to all the evaluators. Sorry if I missed any name. Soon after the first round, we identified top 25 teams out of 50, and these 25 teams were given with proper mentorship from the big stalwarts of the time Mysuru, if I'm very right. Dr. Mahesh Rao for mentoring PadoIndia, Utilicore and Nexora. I think all the three are in the finals today. So a big round of thanks to Dr. Mahesh Rao. Shiva Shankar sir for mentoring Sigmoid LLP as well as SKYGLOW. Srinidhi sir, I think you can keep clapping behind. Srinidhi sir for mentoring a company, We Visits India. Nagarajan Srinivas sir for mentoring GREENOVATORS, who are again in the finals. Shabrishan sir for mentoring Santrupti, Team Santrupti and Medovera AI. Nandita Sharma for mentoring SOCSIP. Karthikeyan mentoring SafeNest Mobility and EvorKavach, who are in finals again. Mr. Arun Kumar, who mentored Abaytech. Yogesh Patil, who mentored Vriddhi. Harsha Srinivas, who mentored Sign Health, who are in finals today. Dr. Chaitra Narayan, who mentored Agrifem. Ravi Shankar sir, who mentored Vedora. We have, I think, Jaiprakash Chopra sir left. Jaiprakash Chopra sir indeed mentored two teams. One is Clip-On Kits and Climb Up. We had Anil Kumar of Digital Innovation, who mentored the team Innova Den. Ajay Pramod, who mentored a team Navachetana. Mr. Kesari mentored a team called as Solaris, and Mr. Arjun mentored the team called Agri Next Gen. Without these mentors' support, I probably feel, all these 25 teams wouldn't have made a big impact to get into the final. So, big round of applause to all the mentors and the trainers who did take the efforts on making the people. Moving ahead, we are at the last two teams to pitch for today. Indeed, both the teams are not from Mysuru ecosystem. That's the beauty of TIE University Mysuru. We have the team represented as HacFy from Mr. Vinith Kalikar, all the way from Alva's Institute of Engineering and Technology, Moodbidre. Jury members, we are evaluating the teams in revenue stage. They're already in market. So we would like to go with the same time schedule and the valuation pattern on the same. So we have Vinith Kalikar, who will be presenting on behalf of HacFy from AIET Moodbidre.
So we have covered different sectors, right? Which are the sectors we have covered? Health sector, education sector, agri, then ERP, right? Yeah, cosmetics. Okay. So now we are going to another sector. It is a booming now. Any guesses? Cyber? Okay. So HacFy is basically HacFy is a cyber security startup company. So we are incubated in Alva's Institute of Engineering and Technology. So what HacFy does? HacFy, we are into services also. We are into services, security product developments, trainings and awareness. Okay. So here we come up with three problem statements, not as a one, three. So one is related to services, and one is related to trainings, and one is related to awareness. Okay. So let's move on problem statement one. So we can see here, right, in problem one, rising cyber threats to organizations, companies. Like now we can see, right, there are many organizations or companies they are into a cyber attacks. So you can see, right, a small a company Hyderabad, there is a company, SME company, Hyderabad based fintech company that experienced a cyber attack resulting in a loss of 1.39 crore. Okay. So nowadays big companies are like attacking, right? Like cyber attacks are going day by day. So think about SMEs and startups, right? What about SMEs and startups? So this is about problem 1. Coming to the problem statement 2, it is related to the trainings and certificates. Okay, so high cost and hard to access cybersecurity trainings and certificates. I think some of our they know like CH, OSCP. Those are the certificates. So which are high cost. So it starts from 30 to 40,000. Okay, not up to like 50,000 also, 30 to 40,000. So like if we take in as an education sector, so I am a engineer guy, completely shifted in the domain of cyber security. If I want to do after the engineering, like if I want to do a certificate, like in cyber security, there is a like it is a what we can say a fix, like we should do a CH. Okay, now the CH has set a market. We need to do a certification CH. Without CH, like they will be not taking as a for your company. Okay, then one thing is we can see here is like there is a student like lack of affordable, right? In India, we can take after the engineering of like you can take that CH certification, no, right? So this is on the problem. Then third is like escalating cyber crimes in Karnataka. You can see in the table in year 2022, the reported cases were 12,879. Then financial loss 113 crores. In 2023, 22,194, and financial loss was 465 crores. In 2024, so 20,875. So financial loss was 2,915 crores, right? So if I give as an example, in past 7 months, Mysuru lost 25 crores to online frauds, right? So these are the main 3 problem statements we have identified. So the problem statement for cyber attacks like which are happening, the solution is like what we do, we targeted small SMEs and startups, okay, for giving a security. So we have not targeted the like IT companies or like a corporate company. We targeted the small SMEs and startup companies. So we targeted with a VAPT. So if the company needs ISO certified, that we have ISO certification also, compliance, digital forensics. In VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, so we are packed with until March. So we are packed with these projects, okay. We targeted SMEs through LinkedIn, not with any like clients, like what we can say, business consultants, like not with that. We targeted like directly through clients, okay. While scratching with the LinkedIn, we got one Netherlands client. So our project is one Netherlands, then another two are startup based companies. So we are packed with VAPT. So we found a solution here. So second is like HacFy learning ecosystem. So what here we can see is uniqueness. Like it is a e-learning platform. Basically, like how it works, I have explained in a flowchart. So a user registers to the HacFy e-learning platform. So he'll be taking a pre-assessment exam. Like we need to test what users knowledge, right? So what we do, like we take a pre-assessment, depending upon his knowledge, then we suggest to take this course, okay? Then personalized learning path, so course progression, modules, lab and quizzes, and this is the life cycle, okay? So this is the solution we have found. And third one is, so HacFy Cyber Chetana. So as like we are escalating in cyber crimes, right? So we found a solution. So we introduced a HacFy Cyber Chetana. So what we do here is, like it is a CSR initiative we took from a company HacFy. So what we do here, we awareness, like we do cyber crime awareness. One is women, digital safety and youth empowerment. So basically this project HacFy Cyber Chetana, we are launching on January. We are in a pipeline to connect with ITBT Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Priyank Kharge. So market opportunity, like I think everyone knows, like global market, it took like $222 billion in 2023, and in 2030 like $500 billion. So in Indian market, like $4.4 billion in 2023. Now like it is growing at the 15% compound annual growth rate. So main our targets are, when it comes to the college and students, so we are targeting a education sector for trainings. Okay, for training related things we are targeting for the colleges and students. So SMEs and startups we are targeting for the services. So communities in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, so we are mainly targeting for awareness. So this is our business model role. So like per project we'll be getting like 1 to 2 lakh per project. I think I've said like we are packed with 3 projects till March. So trainings and certifications, like it is, the prices will be varying. So cyber awareness, it is a completely CSR initiative. So this is about business model. And one thing, we'll be getting a 60 to 70% of margin with the 2 business model. So capital expenditure is like set up for like we need a 6 lakhs, tools, websites, branding and license. So operational expenditure like 2 lakh salaries, tools and marketing. So funding so far, so we are a bootstrapped company. So self-funded with a 4 lakh office setup. So how we done with that 4 lakhs revenue, like generation is now till now we are into 8 to lakhs, above that also. So from workshops, colleges, programs and enterprise, so there was an international client. So we got international client on April. So we took one project, then we invested on an office. Then coming to the recognition and reward awards. So we have participated in SIC 2024. Out of 500 teams, like there were no sector in cyber security. We are the 5th place secured there. Our approach was unique. Then Karavali startup. So we are selected for the pre-incubation there. So this is about recognition and awards. The team, Sujay Kumar, he will be completely leading into a defensive side. I am completely into a red team and offensive, then red team. So what I do, I'll just take like, I'll be doing a marketing, brand strategy, and we are building on security. As I mentioned, like we are into a product security, right? So due to NDA, we can't disclose here. So I'm into a security product development. He'll be handling the client acquisition and all.
Very, very tempting to be everything to everybody. Okay, so that's why you have 3 problem statements and you are trying to solve for all of those. Okay, my request is please try and solve the most important thing, the most critical thing, the thing that you are capable of solving for the best first. Okay, so that's in terms of feedback. In terms of question, I would like to understand that international project which you mysteriously spoke about. Okay, what was that project and what was your solution?
So basically, like VAPT is a we test a vulnerability. VAPT is like we have like web API, mobile, right? Mobile cloud network firewall. So what we do, we test vulnerabilities there. So with a report generation, we will be giving, you will be having these vulnerabilities. Please fix it. So we got one international project from there. So we did it.
It is in the space of cybersecurity?
Yeah, in the space of cybersecurity.
Okay. And then you are trying to take that solution and you are trying to productize it or something? Or
no. It is related. It is a testing part, security testing part.
Okay. That's all. Okay.
Yeah, just trying to understand, because it's a crowded space, there are tons, every day I get one mail from somebody saying I'll do a VAPT.
Yeah.
And they're standard, like IBM tools are there, there's a burp suite.
Yeah, burp suite.
So I'm trying to understand what is the uniqueness in your solution?
Uniqueness is like we are mainly reaching to the SMEs and startups. We are not reaching like to the IT companies because unique.
What is USP of the, see, I can also run a burp suite, right? I can buy a burp suite, run the test myself, right?
But one uniqueness I found is like we are affordable. I can say that. We are affordable because...
How much does it... I'll just give an example, right? Just me, I'm trying to help you to understand.
Okay.
I have web application, right?
Okay.
50 web pages.
Okay.
How much, what will be your charge?
So based on a web single, like based on the complexity of the project, we'll be charging. But not as up to mark. Like if you target for a big companies, so like they'll be charging high, right?
So why I'm saying, if you let's look at cert.in for India, if you want to do VAPT, you have to be a cert in empanel.
Cert in, yeah.
There are hundreds of people already cert in empanel.
Yeah.
So how are you? Because I'll tell you, people do as low as 20,000 rupees.
Yeah, no.
People do that. There are good vendors.
VAPT?
Yes.
No, sir. From VAPT project start from 30,000, right?
We start from there to lakhs of rupees as a range.
Yeah, it is crores.
It's a very crowded market. You need to probably identify your niche area.
Yeah.
Be certain web application, not every application. It could be, microservices, something. You need to identify niche because there are vendors everywhere and there's a huge competition. Right? There'll be eventually bloodbath, right? Yeah. Because that's where I want you to look at is look at a niche area.
Yeah.
Some specific domains, right? Maybe some SAP. Take one domain and be the best tool, right? Yeah. Today everybody see bulbs would cost $500 to buy.
Yeah.
Everybody can buy, Thank you.
So you can go up. Go on the stage. Yeah. Or something to put dent in the industry of cyber security.
So we are into, like, vision is like, as you said, like we are...
I can't hear you. I think no one would hear you.
So our vision is like as you said, like we should upskill and...
Small town cash rich company.
No, like dent, as you said.
Dent in the industry?
Yeah.
Then I don't see anything that's going to lead you towards a dent because everything is very similar than what it is. Just take this feedback from us.
Okay.
If you're pitching in challenges, if you're placing yourself as a startup which is executing so brilliantly, what you're doing right now is just setting a pipeline into the market, but this should not be your core thing. Come up with something technically in that industry that will put a dent into something as a problem-solving solution, because you might end up pitching in many challenges, but you won't end up winning any challenge because yours is a business. Please understand, every startup is a business, but not every business is a startup.
Yes.
That's a very critical line. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
It's Sigmoid Agro Solutions LLP, represented by Mr. Malatesh Jadar, all the way from Dharwad, University of Agricultural Science, Dharwad. We are happy that our applications are even reaching the Dharwad Agricultural University, and we are making it a big thing.
Malatesh, I am the founder of Sigmoid Agro Solutions Agritech startup-based company. So our company aims to achieve soilless farming, because to improve the socio-economic condition of the farmer and boost the income of the farmer, because they are the backbone of our country and it is our responsibility to do this. So we know that in the soilless farming there are huge techniques like hydroponics and aeroponics, but these techniques are the costly because the small farmers and marginal farmers can't affordable it. The one more thing, the why not soil, because the being using the soil, there are a huge the disadvantages like the seedling blight and root rot diseases. So the most of the nursery farmer don't use the soil. Instead of they use the coco peat. So actually we know that coco peat is a kind of a growing medium. It's manufactured from the coconut. So in a nowadays, but coco peat, it has been adulterated with the mud or a black soil, because we the common people, we just buy the coco peat at a 1 or 2 kg, but the farmers, they buy in a tons and in a quintals. So simply the sellers are the mix with the mud or a black soil. No one find it. So the one more thing is that the less output ratio, because we take the 10 kg of the coconut and from that we only get the 5 kg of the coco peat. So the remaining are residue. So one thing that after the harvesting of the maize, so farmer simply burn the maize or simply buried it. So the burning of the maize, somewhere it caused the pollution. So because it will hampers the India's the dedication to lowering the greenhouse gases, because we are a 42 Paris Agreement. So how we overcome these problems? Actually we developed a new kind of the growing medium called GFeed. But how? So after the harvesting of the maize, the inside the dry maize stem, so there is a huge spongy material that is a whitish inner core. So it has a high water holding capacity. We simply extract that and add with the areca husk. So these two waste are generated every year in a millions and in a trillions quantity, but no one aware about that. So after processing these two, So we treated with the neem oil because it will reduce us the microbial contamination and microbial growth also. So after that, we will add our own ingredients, and this is the final product, that is Giafit. So coming to the uniqueness. So why our product is different from the prevailing, the growing media? Because our Giafit has a high water holding capacity up to 70 to 80%. It is a clinically, means it is a it is tested in the lab also, and faster germination. So here these seedlings are 12 days old seedlings. So the germination is faster, and also high root and shoot length. And one more thing, no need of the fermentation. And the main thing is reusable. It can be reusable, but the cocoa pit we can't reuse again. So these are the samples we have grown in our media. These are nurseries. The nursery is actually the place where the seedlings are grown in a controlled environment. So why maize? Because I told that the pollution cause, and also the availability of the maize is a huge, because we just compare the coconut, because from that only the cocoa peat is produced. So in India, the coconut production is hardly 3.2 million metric tons, but its availability is also very low. But in maize production, there is a huge maize production, nearly 24.5 million metric tons. Its availability is nearly 7 million metric tons. What I am trying to tell is the availability of the raw material is huge, because the new biofuel policy, because we have adopted the ethanol blending program. So for that we need the maize. So the annual production is increased in every year. So that means availability is very huge. So this is unit economics. So for producing our 1 kg of our cocoa, means Giafit, it's the cost incurred about 3.10 rupees. Means the hardly 3 rupees. It includes the procurement of the raw material and grinding, sterilization, inoculation, and other the miscellaneous cost. But we just compare to the cocoa pit, it's nearly the 5 to 8 rupee per kg. So they obviously charge huge their selling price. The standard cocoa pit available in the market is nearly the 12 or 13 rupees. So this is our revenue projection. To produce 150 ton of our Giafit, the cost needed nearly the 4.5 lakh. So we sell our Giafit at the price 7 rupee. So hardly we will get the 10 lakh. That means the main scenario is, for a low investment, there is a chance of getting the huge profit from our business. So this is market size. We know that. So the most of the metropolitan cities are the most of the farmers. Nowadays they don't use the soil; they use the alternates to the soil. So the market size is a huge, the nearly 4.43 billion USD dollars. So our business model, we follow the both B2C and B2B. So our target customers are our individual customers, like the home gardeners and the terrace gardeners. The mainly plant breeder, they deliberately they avoid the soil, because to avoid the diseases getting from the soil. And also we sell our product to the commercial farms and organic farming companies, and mainly nurseries. Among all target customers, the nurseries farmers hold a big share. So this is lab report. I told that our water holding capacity is nearly 80%. So we just Google it. The water holding capacity of the cocoa peat is hardly 60%. So this is one of the uniqueness, the main uniqueness. So what we did till now means our recognition with the runner-up in the Manthan competition, and also All India Startup Agri Startup Convention held at Bagalkote, and we recently registered the Startup India. So, and also it is proud to say that we also got the Best Social Impact Business Award from the Geetham University. And also we got the global opportunity, like in Northeastern University. This is a university that located in the US, Boston city. So we are cohorted in that university. So this is our team. Our main motto is that to improve the socio-economic condition of the farmer, because the farmer don't need a sympathy, they need a respect, and we are all them respect.
ನಾವು ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ನಂಬಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಜಿಯಾಪಿಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅದು ಭಾಳ ಚಲೋ ಐತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಕೊಕೊಪಿಟ್ಟು ಚಲೋ ಸಿಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
We can't understand anything here. It's okay, we get it. You've done a brilliant job, we truly get it. Go ahead.
Sir, in the prevailing market, the cocoa... ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೋಕೋಪಿಟ್ನ ಭಾಳ ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಸರ್, ಅಂದರೆ 13-14 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್, ನರ್ಸರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೋ ಅವರು ಆಂಟ್ರಪ್ರಿನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ನರ್ಸರೀಸನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 7,000ದಿಂದ 8,000 ಬರೀ ಅವರು ಕೋಕೋ ಫೀಟ್ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮದು ಒಂದು 4-5 ಟನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 3,000-4,000 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಒಂದು 3,000-4,000 ಅವರು ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೇನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವೀಗಾಗಲೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ಮಾರಿದೆ. ಒಂದು 25 ಟನ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
25
ಟನ್ ಅಷ್ಟು.
ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರಿಂದ?
ಸರ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು 2 lakh ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸರ್, 2 to 2.5 lakh.
ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯಾಗಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಸರ್ LLP ಆಗಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
LLP ಆಗಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಎಲಿವೇಟ್ ಥರದ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಥರ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಕಡೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀವು
ಬೈರಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿವಿ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಇನ್ನು ಬೈರಾಕ್
ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಬೈರಾಕ್ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ. You get the grant?
No ma'am, I still under the evaluation.
Which just make sure, tell us which grant, which incubation you applied from. We could help you. I could help you with that.
Okay.
So keep that. Yeah. Can I just complete it? Yeah. So couple of things. You know that this is a global problem, right?
Actually,
you know, right? This is a global problem. This is not a Karnataka, Mysuru or Dharwad problem only. It's a global problem.
Amen.
As a founder, are you ready for the fact that you have created a global solution in the agri-tech? Are you prepared for that?
Still not, no ma'am. If somebody
Exactly. You know why? Today, the whole world sees as USA as a first player in startup ecosystem. But you know what the truth is? Indians have been entrepreneurs from our very early stage. But the reason we never got recognized is because we never changed our mindset from being this humble, very down to earth, I have made something, I'm making some money, and I'm giving some solution mindset. The first thing for you, I'm sorry, your name is? Malatesh. First thing for you is accept the fact that you are not just an entrepreneur, you can change the face of global agri-tech. You accept that and you will create it.
Okay.
Do you believe in manifestation? I'm a very big believer of manifestation. Manifestation is if you believe that you have it, you will make it.
Thanks.
For you, just that one feedback. Don't ever forget that. Okay. You might go to become anything. I'm literally not going to be around, but don't ever forget this.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, see, you're in a space which is highly, important, critical, and high will be competitive. People will copy it. Say to other contestants, you need to file a process and a product patent, right? Both you have to file quickly.
Sir. Actually, it's still under the process. I filed the patent.
Okay,
so
good.
Some hearings are going on.
Okay, fine. That's all. I think you need to look at how do you scale it up, right? Quickly. Scale not only here, and why don't live in Dharwad? You can go across, right? Because you have to source the material everywhere, right? You can probably locally set up, distributed way of setting up plants, local plants, and manage source products, the maize waste locally and produce things locally, right? I think there's a big opportunity. You need to think of scaling very big.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yes, we are at the end of TiU Pitchfest 2025, Global Pitchfest indeed. So now we request the entire audience to give us 5 minutes of time to have a private discussion with the jury to make the announcements. Till then, I keep the forum open for any of the TIU participants here, the finalists, to give your feedback, and we are openly ready to take and accept all your feedback. So the forum is open for any individual here who are supposed to give, who are looking forward for coming up with the feedback. Please go ahead. Plus and minus.
I think the jury can step out, right?
Yeah, please. Yeah, anybody into feedback, please.
Entire process of how TIU went, especially the Mysuru chapter, how it handled was very good and systematic. Since the beginning, it happened with a perfect timeline, just the way it had to be, and the way the mentors encouraged. I remember Kishan, I'm calling up Kishan sir late at night and saying, sir, this is something we have, or we have a doubt, and without even getting offended, he helped. He was actually outside, but still he gave time. So that way, TI has helped me through this journey. So I'd like to thank them for it. So thank you.
Thank you for TI for giving this opportunity, where it creates me more motive to do such events. Even though I have critical conditions in my home, whereas I couldn't even pitch for semi-finale. And thank you, Shivu sir, for giving these opportunities and also mentoring me in the classes and giving much corrections to this. And whereas thank you, Shivu sir, for understanding the situations and also helping me out. Thank you so much, every TI members, to helping from the starting to the final stage. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Just one feedback. TI was good. TIU was good. Everything was good. Hope my pitch was also good. Yeah, that's it.
I love the pitches all you have been giving, and I was really interested in what the panel would say. So the inputs, I was really interested in that, and I have taken that for my knowledge as well. Thank you for that.
We got a lot of insights from our mentor, that is Mahesh Rao sir. Thank you, sir. And yeah, it was a great experience being here. Got so many inputs from the jury as well. So thank you so much.
When we started the incubation center 2 years back, we became the institutional member of TI, and the kind of support we are getting from TI is more than what we had expected. Initially, we had expected only the getting incubators and how we can get the incubators, how we can take up the incubation center to the next level, but they're also coming to the institute, identifying the students, mentoring them, and giving the platform, because the participation is more important than winning the prize. And what I believe in, what they learn from the platform is more important. And the students are making best use of the platform and have pitched the wonderful ideas. Many of them are prototype and products were developed. And the kind of confidence they have at this age will make them to grow to much higher level in the coming days. And we are hoping for the startup capital of the world, and the TI is doing its best in that direction. I thank all the organizers, mainly the Bhaskar Kalale sir, who is the present TI Mysuru president, and also the mentors who have mentored our students in this final competition, and also the jury members who have taken all the time in sharing the valuable inputs to all the students, teams who have pitched their ideas. And I thank all mainly the Science and Technology University for giving the opportunity for all the students to organize this event. Thank you, one and all.
Feedback from all the juries. So I request Ravi, Srini, and then Salma on the stage, please, to convey our regards and gratitude to all the juries. Very candid. We understand, sometimes we feel our ideas and presentations are nicely done. We expect, it's not about positive or negative feedback. It's about throat-cut feedback, what everybody wants to do. Otherwise, we're not going to improve, right? So we always look at from our own perspective. You enjoyed that feedbacks? You want more grilling and drilling on that? It's not nice, right? I think you have seen only Shark Tanks, they're coming in for 2 minutes and then presenting it and then getting that wow factor. But Out of thousands, probably 10 got invested. Rest of them has all gone for the different thing. This is exactly what you are expecting. Get the visibility, get an understanding, get validations done on this stage in open spaces. That's how startups are not done in isolations. You are in the market, you are visible, and then you are all expected to get the feedbacks. It can be critics, both positives and negatives as well. That's how life itself. So I request each one of you have your own feedbacks on whatever including a program, and then how they have done it, what they can do, and then how they can take it forward. Go to Ravi and then other juries.
Yeah, so first of all, unqualified and unconditional apologies if anything that I have said or any of us have said has hurt any of you. Unconditional apology. Okay. The idea is to play a role. The idea is to be a sounding board. The idea is to shoot holes into your theory and to question you. Okay. So that's the idea. That's the idea. And we are playing a role here, so please don't take any of the comments personally. It's like Shiv said initially, it is not about you. It's about what you are proposing that these questions are being asked about. It's not about any of you individually. If anything harsh has been said in the process, that is because we have been assigned that role. You talk to me outside of this forum and you will understand how such a nice person I am. Okay? But sitting there, I can't be nice to you. I'll be doing injustice to what I have been called for, and therefore the thing. So, assuming that you have accepted my apology, let me tell you 2-3 things that are super critical in today's times. One, the question is, what is the question? The question is, what is the question? And that is what you need to worry about all the time. You need to worry about what is the question. Many times, we err on the side of getting on to the solution before asking ourselves very deeply, very profoundly what the question is. Okay? It's the fallacy of the human mind. It's the product of the times that we are living in, that we get tempted to go solve many times for a wrong problem because we have not deliberated enough on the problem. Okay? And that is a mistake that not just you guys have done, but that is what many seasoned professionals do, many entrepreneurs who come from the space of business do, and that's because introspection is not natural to human beings. We need to call introspection upon ourselves each time and deliberately keep asking, have I asked the right question? So I urge you to please ask the right question. Second, however discouraging some of the comments, the jury who thinks they know it all, sort of made, one thing is certain. There is only one solution to all the problems that plague our country, that plague the world. That is entrepreneurship. There is no other solution. No government is going to come and solve all the problems. Okay, however much you might like whichever party and stuff like that. Nobody is going to come and solve all your problems. No large businesses are going to, worry about all the little things that, go wrong around us. It will have to come from a deep sense of entrepreneurship that is there in the people around us. And they are the ones who will take upon these problems and become, hear me out carefully, crusaders for these problems. And that's why I liked what Salma asked, okay, what is the purpose? Okay, the greater purpose, the cause, is something that you crusade for. I keep saying there are two kinds of people, mercenaries and crusaders. Mercenaries work for money. Crusaders fight for a cause. Okay, if you have a crusader in you, then you will solve for the right kind of problems, and you will make enough money in the bargain that no mercenaries will ever be able to. Third, entrepreneurship is an imperative and not an alternative for your generation. You have no choice but to be an entrepreneur. You are condemned to be an entrepreneur. Okay, pardon the usage of the word condemned. But, you don't have a choice but to be an entrepreneur. Therefore, treat this as training ground. Every opportunity that you get, treat this as training ground. And if somebody makes a harsh comment, please don't take it, somebody told me that, apparently a contestant was crying because of the comments made by the jury and stuff like that. And when I reported it to Shiv, he said something very beautiful. He said, oh, there were tears, so the first investment has been made. Okay, that's what he said. Yes, the investment into entrepreneurship is first sweat, blood and tears, and then comes all the money that you dream about, if it ever comes. Okay, so be prepared for the big bad world of entrepreneurship, where eventually everybody is going to be a winner, but everybody isn't going to be a winner at the first instance, and therefore be ready to invest some amount of tears, blood and sweat as well, without sounding discouraged. Okay, so all the best to all of you. Whatever we said about the ideas is to give you the highest possible quality feedback. But if we are evaluating at just a university level, every one of your presentations was fantastic. It is much beyond what we would have imagined, that we would get in a forum like this. But we are trying to evaluate you. You're at level 2, but we are putting the level 8 standards to evaluate you, and therefore some of the feedback might sound very bad. This is just so that when you go in front of real investors, when you go in front of real customers, you won't be judged as harshly as you might have been judged today. I wish you all the power in the world, and whenever I talk to students, I usually recite this thing, where this great guy, I forget his name, Mohamed, he said, खुद को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. Make yourself so strong at will that let the Almighty Himself ask you which path you choose to go. ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ನೀನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಲಶಾಲಿಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ದೇವರೇ ಬಂದು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲಿ ಯಾವ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಜೂರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಮಹಾ, ಈ ಕಾಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಮಹಾ. ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್.
Mentoring the startups and working with the startups for having been an entrepreneur last couple of decades, right? I was seen through the first competition we had in 2010 in JC campus. What I get some feedback is the quality of presentation has improved significantly, right? Much, much better. Every year I'm seeing the better and better quality of presentations, articulations, communication skills have improved tremendously for what you are today. I think many of you did better than many of the professionals startups, right, which are out of the universities. That's a kudos to all of you, and thanks to the TIE University for helping you and the mentors who do a wonderful job to make you the quality of presentation. The second thing, I just want to quote Bill Gates, right? See, you might have got a first rank in all career, but real life in business, you can't win all the deals. No company can ever build. So we have to accept failure. When you go to pitch to 10 customers, we may win 2 deals. That's it. The reality of life is that, just to take a forest ride, just to take a real life ride today, just give you an example. The fastest tiger has to run faster than the fastest deer, otherwise he'll die. The slowest deer, the fastest deer has to run faster than the slowest tiger, otherwise it will die. So, real life is like a jungle. So far, the university home is like a zoo, right? Somebody is feeding you. Now you're out of the zoo into a real forest. The life is tough. There's competition, competitor outsmart you, undercut, deals, anything can happen. So as an entrepreneur, be prepared for tough life. Life is not easy. Entrepreneur life is very, very hard, very tough. You'll have sleepless nights, you'll have blood, sweat, tear, everything will happen, right? That's the reality of life. Unfortunately, this is how the world is today. Right? Real world is hard, like a jungle, right? There's a jungle, and I think this is a sort of exposure for you to get prepared for the journey upcoming. I think what you need to understand is what is not the idea which makes you successful, it's the grit. Because you may start with some idea today. Down the line, you'll figure out a better problem to solve, better idea. You have to have the grit, determination that you are going to succeed. I'll do whatever it takes to succeed. They are the real entrepreneurs, right? So I think that's all I have to say. And thank you listening patiently.
So let me start with this. I come as an entrepreneur from 1980s, where I had to print brochures and send by speed post and wait for 15 days to be delivered to an international client. So today when I tell you that all of you sitting here and those pitched, you have a platform such as this where a university is providing this, a TiE U is here and TiE Mysuru is here, you are privileged. Because you have no clue how difficult it has been for entrepreneurs such as me to sit and dial that, BSNL line and reach out for people. So do not ever let go of that. I think TiE U and TiE Mysuru has done brilliantly, and I think a big round of applause for TiE Mysuru and TiE U and everyone behind this. Now second, coming to all of you who have not pitched but sat here, did not ask questions but sat here. It takes a lot of guts to be here. So all of you, if you may stand here, who did not pitch or who did not be the panel, please do stand up. We need to applause to all of you. Because you sat through the whole time and heard us and questioned us. Please stand up, please. I think all of you, a very big round of applause. You have patience and peacefully done this. Thank you so very much.
Good.
I'm telling you this. This might be my 1000th stage and the 1000 times where I've been on the jury, right? And I can tell you, as many winners have made successfully, many people who I did not choose or the jury members did not choose became more successful. So each one of you who pitched today, what are we? Who are we? I have complete respect and thank to all of us, but I'm sure all three of us will agree, we are nobody to judge you guys. What will we understand you in 7 minutes, yeah? And what will we ask or tell you in 2 minutes? The practical thing is, you guys are the leaders of your journey. You guys are the protagonists of your journey. So go make your story so big and grow out of this nutshell, this small space of, I'm a small town. I'm from Bangalore, we say, right? Born, brought up, product of Bangalore. Bangalore was this, what Mysuru is in 1980s. But Bangalore people like us, we didn't think of us as a cantonment city. We went out there and made a mark. And we did tons of mistakes. So trust me, Mysuru, Dharwad, every small town, you might be from a small town, but you are not meant for a small town. Go make a mark globally. Let tomorrow see Mysuru on the global map of startups. And that's in your hands. So today, whatever the judges say, whatever the names say, for me, each one of you are winners of your story. I want to be the loudest cheer when you guys get recognized in various platforms. I want to be your biggest loud of applause and say, hey, you know what? I saw them pitch in Mysuru. That's what I want to know when you guys go get your millions and billions, when you get the awards, when you get recognized globally. I want to be standing in my living room and screaming and cheering for all of you. Promise to me? Promise? Louder, yeah. I know we are tired. Promise? I'm vouching on all of you. Love you guys.
Thank you. All you people as futurepreneurs rather than the students or participants. Putting it across, TiE U Mysuru, who organized as a team for this particular Pitchfest 2025 at the global context. We are giving the certificates to all the finalists who made it to this particular stage. And to go ahead with I request the team, as we pitched in, team Nexora, please come on to that. I request Bhaskar Kalale sir and Shabrishan sir to be on the dais to hand over the certificates along with jury members to all the participants. I request Shiva Shankar sir and Mahesh Katale sir on the stage. I think, it's time to applaud your own friends. Yes, they are your competitors, but they are all finalists, man. Put your hands together to Team Nexora. Put your hands, guys. I know it's 8, but yet, please carry the energy. Next, Team Sign Health, led by Nikhil Mana. I think, Bhaskar sir, we need you in the front. Please. Yeah. Next team, Team EvorKavach. Technologies. PadoIndia. Mijoxy. PadoIndia. Preran S Gowda. Next. Next, Team SKYGLOW, led by Akshatha. SKYGLOW, led by Akshatha. Led by Mohamed Kamran. HacFy, Vinith Kalikar. Sigmoid Agro Solutions, led by Malatesh Jadar. We have Quadropic by Mohamed Kamran. Next we have HacFy from Sigmoid Agro Solutions. Made us to go, work in and around. But based on the marks as put on by the jury members, we are heading with the idea stage. The second place runner goes to Team EvorKavach from GSS IETW. And don't forget, Salma will be your first investor. Team EvorKavach. And a memento, Team EvorKavach, women empowerment again on the dais. Keep applauding, guys. They deserve. The first place with idea stage, but the first place in the idea stage with a cash prize of 20,000 and a memento goes to Team Sign Health by Nikhil Mana, and they are from my college, MIT Mysuru. So pretty blessed to have, after a successful journey of 4 years in TAIU, at least I got one, to my college credit. Team Sign Health. Next comes the prototype phase. Second place goes to Team, before we go with the team, the cash prize of with a memento from TAI Mysuru, it goes to Team SKYGLOW of Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru. To all your credits, one big applause is definitely needed to Akshatha, because let me bring back the story behind her position now. Till date, she is taking care of her mother who is in ICU, and she is still here pitching in the finals, making it. So cheers to Akshatha, and kudos to Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering for making these type of candidates present. Stage goes to Quadropic Mohamed Kamran from NIE Mysuru. For Mohamed Kamran of NIE representing Quadropic. Heading ahead with the revenue stage, teams to be participating in revenue. We are going with only one place to be announced, that is only the first place in the revenue stage goes to Sigmoid Solutions LLP, Mr. Malatesh from University of Agricultural Science, Dharwad. Cash prize of 75,000 and a memento to Mr. Malatesh. The best is yet to come, guys. As a token of appreciation to all the 3 jury members who spent here since 2:30 p.m. along with all of us. You know, they have given their complete day in, day out for us. For us, it was organizing. For you, it was pitching. For them, it was evaluating. Totally a different arena of all the people who are on the dais. I request Bhaskar Kalale sir to hand over a memento to Salma Musa, who is the charter member of TiE Mysuru, who is also the jury. Applause to the jury. I request Shabrishan sir to hand over a memento to Mr. Ravi Shankar, the associate member of TiE Mysuru. I request Shiva Shankar sir to hand over memento to Mr. Srinivas Varadarajan, the charter member of TiE Mysuru and the jury for today. In his absence, we also extend the heartfelt thanks for his continuous support, and Nandan to come on the dais to receive a memento on our behalf on Mr. Sudhanva Dhananjay's behalf. One big applause to all the jury. The President of TiE Mysuru, the Chair of TiE U, the Executive Director Mr. Mahesh Kadale, and of course I take the credits even to an extent, guys. Yes, we are done with the announcement, we are done with the thing, we just want a group photo with, and I request all the TiE U Now, I request Shiva Shankar sir to make his remarks, then followed by vote of thanks. Then we will be having the big picture, the group photo. So, I thank all the jury members on the dais to kindly be seated. We have 5 minutes to wind up.
Before Shiv speaks, first of all, thank you very much for all of you for coming this afternoon. If you guys found value in the kind of feedback and all of the mentorship, etc., I encourage you all to please become a member of TiE. And the amount of master classes that you'll get to attend and the amount of knowledge that you will gain is going to be invaluable. I'm not saying because you have, I'm essentially saying this so that you continue to progress in your journey of being an entrepreneur. Your journey does not end today. Your journey is actually starting today. So please consider becoming a member of TiE so that you will continue to become more and more knowledgeable about everything that you need to know about being an entrepreneur. Thank you very much. Shiv, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for all the support and backing us, what we do as well. Before we getting into the vote of thanks. So as sir also mentioned, this is not the end. Now this is the beginning of it. Even Kishan has mentioned that, even though our communication on TIE program will stop, but what more you have, or maybe bonus and offers. You want more? You want more? Yes. Right, here we go. There are 6 things I'm putting on in front of you. 1, all the feedback, the golden feedback you all got. The first thing you all engaged and then looked at is like, who is going to validate you. So this already, received from, juries and also from, TIE entire, community itself. And also the offers given by all the 3 juries in a different context, maybe not the idea stage, prototype type stage, or maybe revenue stage. Please make a note of that. That will continue. We'll make sure that that will engage itself. Time mentorship. I think all the winners you'll have. I think the 1-year mentorship will. Membership will be continue for all the winners of it for an entire year. So make the best use of it. Participate in a workshops. Participation in the event. So take the advantages of that as well. There are 3 different schemes. In next 3 months, it will open up. Considering the Mysuru ecosystem, STEP, GSS, NIE, and also TBI 2.0 coming on campus. So what is there in store for each one of you? Nidhi Prayas, if you are in a product category, January call opens up, prepare well, apply 10 lakhs of grants. We will back you. We will prepare you what to do with that. So that's the first offer in front of you. Those are in a exclusive category of food and agri. TBI with GSS is there, so they can help you take your product to the next level. That's the 2 things very intact. Now coming to the technology spaces, those are in AI, IoT, the cloud, whole lot of things. You want more understanding at the depth and things like that. I take the liberty from Vigyan Labs, considering that you will all get AI credits. You're all going to get AI credits, which you want to build your product to a certain level. So, Srini, I've taken the liberty telling that we're already discussing for the entire startup. Let's start with these small batch cells so we can support to that. On top of that, there are 2 centers, NIE and JSS. We are enabling the AI center back in the campuses, and NIE is taken energy sector. Those are in those category. They also get those kind of benefits. So please aware of these kind of benefits which is there in the ecosystem. Right. If you're all interested, I think we are all running the future programs, maybe the nurture programs under the TIE Global thing. We will communicate you. Some of you will get eligibility to participate in TIE Nurture program until the TIE Global event going to happen. By end of this month, you will get to know who are qualified for that. Irrespective of that, I think when we are discussing off the line, so we said those who are really wanted to take your starters, we will run next 6 months, 6 weeks to 8 weeks kind of similar kind of programs. Those who are not qualified there and then running into that, so that you will get another push from here to until January where TIE Global event is going to happen. Right. Third one, I also request our president, BTS is happening next month. There are enough discussions that are happening between the Mysuru ecosystem, the KDM and other thing. If opportunity made available, I think we'll put all the winners and those who are really qualified part of the BTS in Bangalore in the next exactly almost the 1 month. It will start in November 18th. Right? So the much more larger ecosystem. You will understand the competitions or maybe advantageous collaborations coming through that. There's a bigger piece of that. So in a way, these are all the packages. Beyond this, the cash prizes, which has also mentioned that this is just not a cash prize. These are the seed fund for each one of you. Treat this as a seed fund and then go back and look at it. And every time when you say going to the next challenges or maybe schemes to apply, treat this as a seed fund, not winning and telling that you won the cash prize. The first questions we may ask, what you are done with that? What you are done with whatever the 20,000, 35,000, 75,000. That matters when you are taking it seriously, taking it to the startup ecosystem kind of stuff, or maybe building your business. So all the feedback and the TIE Mysuru support will continue in a different form, different shape. Please engage and please connect it with the TIE, on the Mysuru chapter as well. So with that, I take this opportunity to again convey our regards and also entire team in the back, the Kishan and then the Mahesh. We know that how it last 5 years we are doing into that. The communications become an important piece of the entire engagement. Sometimes we get frustrated because you're not responding, you're not picking up a call, we are keep communicating in a WhatsApp, email, phone calls, everything. So we build that intensity for the specific purpose itself. If we don't build that, I don't think we will get to the level of, or maybe in a quality which we are seeing today itself. And but all the mentors who are there, Harsha, Vijay, and Krishna Pasar, and all of you, some of you are contributed on its own way. Thank you very much for late night calls, calling in the evening and asking, connect with these kids and then support them. So you responded positively. Thank you very much for that. Volunteers. So all the volunteers, please stand up. You're all there here. All are left. So thanks for that. So some of them already left. So there are little support system for us when communication, the whole, and conducting this kind of a program. So I sign off and then I'll over to Kishan.
Thank you so much, Shiv sir. Yes, it was indeed a 3 to 4 months of big event, and we don't want anybody in the loop to be left out. So we want to thank it on the official way. Now we have with us the student member from MIT Mysuru, Ms. Likita, here to deliver the vote of thanks for TIE U 2025.
It's indeed great honor and privilege for me to stand here before you and deliver a vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee of TIE U program by TIE Mysuru. At the outset, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our respected mentors. Your constant guidance, valuable insights, and motivating words have been a source of inspiration to every participant. You have shaped, transformed creative ideas into meaningful business models, and your mentorship has been a true foundation of this successful event. A heartfelt appreciation to our honorable jury's members for taking time out of your busy schedules to evaluate the startups, share your expert feedback, and guide the participants with your experience. Your observations and encouragement have given our young entrepreneurs the confidence to refine their ideas and aim higher. To all our participants, your energy, creativity, and entrepreneurial spirit have truly made this competition vibrant and inspiring. Each one of you demonstrated innovation, courage, and problem-solving ability, qualities that define a true entrepreneur. You are the reason events like this have such a lasting impact. Our sincere thanks also goes to organizing committee, coordinators, volunteers, and technical team for your tireless efforts, meticulous planning, and dedication. From coordination to execution, your teamwork ensured that every detail of this event was carried out smoothly. Special thanks to JSS Science and Technology University, SJCE STEP, and VentureX team for this venue arrangement. Team Inside Out for your support throughout the event, Foodbox for their catering service. Thank you all. Have a great evening ahead.
As well for extending the support, for providing us with the venue. Now, the big picture, I request all the winners of different sections, idea stage, prototype, revenue, all the runners to be on the stage for a big group photo. I request the jury members again back on the dais for the group photo. All of you in one stretch, please. Participants, please carry your belongings which you have earned out of this 3 months of efforts. I also request the TIE members who are here, the associate members, the charter members, associate members, please be on the dais. And the next to this, we are going with the participants and the runner-up of this, the participants for this particular event. So now we have all the winners and runners of